Yay!
Yay!
Hello, folks. We're back. It's been whoa. That is right in the old ear there. What's up, Celtic? Nice to see met Celtic Boar. Holy moly, what's going on? Okay, there's him. Okay, one moment. We're everybody's getting the subs. The subs are coming out. Bling! Who's that? Who's boinging there? Who's the boings?
I don't.
Or the boings?
I'm gonna mute my phone now.
That's what that was.
Sorry.
It's quite all right. What would it be without mayhem on a? Oh, see, there you go again. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah. Hype train. Okay, so oh my lord. One moment. We'll just. Yes. It's because we haven't played in a while, so we're getting them all going. So I wanted to say, welcome everybody. Yes, we are 2 weeks past due. I was off last weekend at ReaperCon. I was going to say I got to meet Celtic Boar out there. It was good to meet him and hang out with him some. And we had some. It was nice to attend a convention. We most of the time paid attention to the rules about wearing a mask. There was a couple times I forgot to put mine on when I was walking around, and some stream. Actually, I walked across one of the streams while it was live, and all the people that were watching the game started flaming me out. Apparently, were upset, and so that was kind of funny. But I got a ton of miniatures, and so that's got the painting show all starting to gear up. What we're gonna do on YouTube for that. So, there comes the inspiration. Okay, I'm assuming that's gonna be inspiration for the ladies. There it is. Okay, so knock up another point there, ladies. Okay, so there. I know Excel. I'm sorry. I'm watching another screen over to my right hand side now for the stream, just so I don't have enough screens already up. But anyway, we are back. Here are the hot toddies, the ladies above me, and we are going to play some D&D tonight. Unfortunately, yes, we'll be off again next weekend for Gen Con because we'll be helping Lori run her shows Friday and Saturday night. And then we've got several weeks to play up until Gamehole Con. And we might still play that Saturday night because we're needing a few extra shows to fill out the scheduling. And I just may take over the Saturday night show and run it for Gamehole Con. So we'll see. So yes, like I said, conventions be damned. Lots going on. And lots of, school starting back up for families and everybody just kind of getting the mix of things. So, it is what it is. But thank y'all for all joining us. We'll talk about programming, some other stuff coming up here. Let's get our introductions. First, though, we'll start with Izra, as always. Tell us who you are, your real name, all that fun stuff, where they can find you. You know the routine.
Hey, guys. I missed everybody so much. I am Francis, and I play Izra Gray. She's an ASMR paladin. In Twitch and Twitter, I go by Fort Worth Belle, and I also have an Etsy shop where I sell jewelry. You can find it under Southern Studio Home. And yeah, I don't have any special projects right now. So,
okay, Jana.
Hello, everyone. I'm Square Malix, or M. I play Jana, she's kind of the troublemaking warlock at the moment. You can find me twitch.tv/Square Malix, where I stream. We broke 3,100 followers last night, so thank you everyone for that.
Damn, girl, you just flew right past us.
I tweeted out for everyone that's following me to start watching on this channel Saturday, so hopefully a few of them are in chat and they don't want to kill my character. I'll know if my mods show up. If bad things start happening to Jana, we'll blame my mods that showed up. So it'll be great.
Boy, one second. Got to ban this. That's another one of the hate bots just came into the channel. Maslani, you're next.
Hi, I am typing my stuff. Hey, I'm Lori. I play Maslani, our fun little rogue with a fun little pet friend child thing. Let's see. I tattoo in Golden, Colorado. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook at Lori Pecchia, Lori.Pecchia, respectively, depending on which one you're on. I'll be running games at Gen Con next weekend. I was putting those in the chat. slowly and unsuccessfully. I don't type fast enough, but I will put those times and dates in there. We're doing a Duff is going to help me out with this. Friday night, same time as we play tonight. We are doing a Schitt's Creek meets Zombies game, and Saturday night we're doing Zombies on a Train because why not?
Why not?
Sounds like a good time. Because why not? Yeah, that's me. And I will put those game codes in there in case anyone is attending Virtual Gen Con.
So, can you look up the web link and send that to me real quick, and I'll post it in chat while we're doing the rest of the introductions. You'll do that for me. Okay. Next up is Fury.
Yes.
Hello to everybody.
Hey guys, it's Fury Fate. I'm playing Sorrow. You can follow me on Twitter at Fury Fate, and I'm just a simple cat mom living the best cat mom life.
Okay, there you go. And Vix.
Hey guys, I am Kirsten. I am playing the High Elf Cleric Vix Sarah, or Vix. I am an artist. You can find me on the internet. I am mostly active on Twitter and TikTok at Myriad_X is my social media handle for all social media platforms.
There you go. And like I said, folks, I'm Duff563, Praetors, or known as Praetor here on the Praetors Rejects channel, running your DM game here on Saturday night. And like I said, it's good to be back. We had, like I said, a blast last weekend with Nightheart Gaming and their crew running the show for ReaperCon. Got a lot of work. The old body just forgot how much it was to work on a set. So yeah, felt like an old man after every show, after every evening. But that was a lot of fun hanging out with Frank and Ann and the crew. Look forward to doing it again sometime. Maybe we can get them up to Gary Con and get them in trouble there. Also, I just noticed, so if you are a streamer, and this comes to M and Francis and Fury, any of all. So Josh sent me this new bot. It's called SiriBot. It's got a channel, and it is a anti-hate raid bot, and it is working wonders. I've subscribed to it, and it just banned the bot as soon as the thing came into the channel. I don't know if anybody needs it. I can send it to you. The channel name, it is wonderful, and it works great. And I just noticed what it did without even me have to touch it. So we're going to support this damn creator all we can, because that's just asinine silly. Anyway, well, I think let's move over to the Mappo. 1 second. All right. And here we are. The action. I think we were missing M last week, so she's into what the hell is going on here.
Oh, I watched last week's episode. I did my homework.
You did your homework.
She wasn't playing.
She was in chat. I had to be. Well, no, I watched it. Okay, I'm sorry. We had family over, and when I fell asleep, there was like, oh, I bet D&D still on. So I got the last 45 minutes live, but I went back today and I watched the VOD. So. Okay,
so they finally reconned the temple. Basically the slave, checkpoint area. What is the word I'm looking for? Man, big words again here. I'm just failing. Processing center. There you go. After a little recon of trying to figure out what to do and get in, Jana had an epiphany. Oh my gosh. Do a aerial recon with Cloud. And Cloud flew over the temple to showcase that there are a few courtyard areas. There's on the back side of the temple area, there's a couple, you can see where it used to have a two-story floor, a second-story floor to it. Most of it has been burnt away. And while they were scoping that all out and seeing some harpies that flew up out of the courtyard area, and Cloud hid, and the rest of the group. Oh, I see. Do I have a raid? Welcome in. Raid. Thank you very much. Welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Hope you all had a good session tonight too. Welcome. We are the Rejects. Just getting started. So thank you very much. sit tight. We're playing, this is called Rise Up Against the Slave Lords. It is basically the Slave Lord modules meet 5e and a bunch of extra mayhem that we've thrown in. As you can see, we're at episode 35, and they just now got to the compound. So, if you, yeah, 38th episode.
I thought it
yeah.
was like 38.
It's 38. My math's off, but you know,
We've been having fun.
we have a lot of fun.
Heck
A lot of
yeah.
a lot of pirating, a lot of just a lot of chaos, which is what we do here on the Rejects.
Shenanigans.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, so while they were staking out the backside of the compound, Moss, I believe, happened to notice, or there was a quick little burst of light that kind of shone through a little crack in the wall on the back of the compound, and she discovered a secret door. And so they
and a
entered
spike to the chest.
Yes, she did get a spike to the chest because she
Thank
forgot
you
to
for
check
that
for
random trap.
yeah.
I do believe that.
Actually,
was...
no, that was actually a real trap that you just didn't check
that was
for.
a real trap.
Yeah, that was a real trap. The random trap was the statue that was in the hallway that was given to you by Celtic. So y'all can blame him. Okay, all right. Thank y'all for all the follows. I see plenty of there. And we, like I said, welcome to the Rejects. We've got streaming 5 nights right now, ready to change up, and we'll have, there he goes. Oh, look at that. Well, speak of the devil.
Thanks,
Speak
Celtic.
of the devil. Oh, well. Yes. He giveth and yeah. Oh, well, that's how it works. Anyway, so they got a little long hallway here, as you can see on the map, and proceeded northward, got into a little room that was kind of, looks like it was just full of trash and ruins, and there was a second little bit of a story overhang, and Moss stepped into the room, and a bunch of ghouls jumped down out of the second story area to attack. And so they're in the middle of combat. Here's where we last left off 2 weeks ago. However, Vix did do Turn Undead, and the 5 of them that are off the map to the northwest, those are ones that are running away. Okay, just so y'all know. Those, I've just got them there just to know that they have been turned, and for 1 minute they have to basically run away. And so they're dealing with that. So I think that's kind of where we left off. We have the spiritual weapon that was cast. Also, Sorrow cast her fiery beast. Isn't that what it's? Oh, thank you for the purchase. Yep, and thanks, Celtic. No, who was? Yeah, okay, thank you. Yeah, they were kind of positioning themselves back and forth because this hallway was fairly small. And so combat was kind of a little difficult for them to be in the right position when Maslany kind of just kind of wandered into the room, doing Maslany things. So that is where we pick up the action. It is top of the order, round 3 here, and Moss.
I think I was up actually.
You're up. Oh yeah.
Oh dear.
You haven't really got a good shot of anything because
I do not.
Yeah. You can definitely try, but if don't roll a 1.
Moss, you do have 2 advantages.
And they'll
So
have
with
cover.
your advantage-
You'll be shooting in
Yeah,
a
'cause
negative
I've
5
got-
also. Yeah, Because you've got 3 individuals before that.
How high are the ceiling?
It's only a 10-foot everything was 8 foot or 10 foot. Let me look real quick while you're doing it. There wasn't much room for y'all.
Last
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
10 feet, and our tallest person's about 6 feet. That
Yep.
gives me 4 feet to play around in.
And she'll try to figure this out, folks. Trust me. Okay. So I know what she's
So-
trying to do.
You know what I'm doing. So
Mhm.
I've got 3 inspiration points, and we have wonderful viewers. Okay, so can I
Here it comes. Hold the fort, folks.
shimmy up the sides of the wall and hold myself there and shoot an arrow over the top of everyone into the number 14?
Do you have that ability to do that? Okay, so this is
okay. Hang on. Is there anything in the ceiling area?
Okay, no, there's just it's been mostly reconstructed. You can definitely do this area. Like I said, was burnt out, suffered fire damage, many years ago. But they have done at least some patchwork, cleaning and patching up the hallway. But if you're going to try this matrix maneuver, climbing up the wall, okay, that will require a dexterity check or acrobatics.
Got lots of that.
Why am I not seeing my module? There it is. Okay. So, description of the temple. I'm going to keep that
How
up.
wide is the hall?
It's a 5 by 10. So,
Ooh,
the walls are 10 feet. Yeah. Walls are 10 feet high. So it's 10 by 10.
I don't think I'm tall enough to do that, am I?
I would think you're not either. So.
Okay. Moss yells, everybody duck. And then I shoot over their head with the arrows.
Unfortunately, because you would have to hold your action because they would all have to on their turns duck. They can't move because it's not their turn yet. You got to remember that combat in this is 6 seconds. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to help you. So this is how Lori plays her games, folks. And so she has games coming up for Gen Con next week, which we'll talk about. So it's very rules light, very RP driven and all that.
What
and Lori
rules?
likes to think There's very few rules. No, there are no rules. But she likes for you to think outside the box. And so she likes to do this to me all the time.
Just to torture you.
Yes, she does.
I guess I'll just move up. I can't really do anything.
So but like I said, if you want to try to run and jump to hit the wall and do this shot before you slam into the other side of the wall, I will allow it with a dex roll. It's got to be fairly high.
All right. I'll do it. What am I rolling? Acrobatics?
Your acrobatics roll. Yeah.
Acrobatics. Oh, that was almost a 20. That was
almost
so close
a 20.
To a 20.
Okay. So I will give you so what I will do is you still have advantage on I believe that Kirsten said you had advantage to use, and you can I'll make that a -2. Why I'm pressing approve the move. Why is that not moving the move? Oh, because I got to come over here. I got to remember. Okay. It'll be at a -2 now instead of -5 on the shot.
But I still can roll at advantage, yeah.
That's right. Don't roll a 1.
Don't roll it. Well, I mean, but it's an advantage. What are the odds that I'm going to roll a 1?
Oh,
famous
gosh,
last
please.
words.
Okay. Someone
there
give
you
you
go.
guidance too. Am I seeing that right? Yeah. I wonder.
I wonder who gave me Skittles.
I don't know. Yeah, it's Skittles. Okay, so but you didn't target anybody, Miss Smarty Pants.
It's been 2 weeks, Duff.
Okay, grab the 27 and drag that onto the token of the. I'm assuming it's going to be the
14.
ghoul. There you go. Okay, so that is a hit. All right,
and
so
then I get to
but don't forget your sneak attack damage.
Yes, what you said.
You have to remind her every session.
Every single. No, there was one session I remember.
But we love her.
Hold on. Party. No, not party sheet. That's not what I want.
Your actions tab. Oh my gosh! Now what?
Okay. It has been a second. I apologize, guys.
Disadvantage for the D. Oh, come on. Hey,
You have 2 disadvantage now, Duff.
I'm sorry.
What am I doing? Sneak attack. So I'm pulling sneak attack onto myself. Did that
Correct.
work?
I'm waiting. Not yet. No, you got to grab the effect.
I'm working on it.
Hit the magnifying glass. There, not
magnifying glass. There we
open it up. Grab the. There you go. Now
There
roll
we
your.
go.
Now roll your. Now target. You haven't targeted him yet, so control click on the token, or him on the combat tracker. Either one. There you go. Now drag your
Got
damage,
it.
please.
Let's see what we do.
Antiquitous, I thought we were friends. I thought we were. Okay. All right. Heavy damage.
17.
Yep. Oh, what's this?
So I
now?
bounce off the wall, do a little like Neo kick in the air, bloop, bloop, shoot him.
That's right, Loco. DM's looking out for each other. Loco will be doing a show here. He's going to be doing a podcast show for the channel coming up with some players. We're going to do this off camera. Going to record it, and we're going to do a podcast of it. And the Rime of the Frost Maiden we're going to be running here. So we're looking forward to that. So more details coming. All right. There,
All right.
you shot. You did well. Anything else?
Yay! But he's not dead.
Oh,
Darn
no.
it.
No.
Then can I run back around Vix
If you have-
and get behind her so then I'm not in her way? Is that a thing?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Well, you can use your movement, but then you also have cunning action just to continue on to move another 30 feet. So you're hopping all over the ceilings and the hallways and all that. Yeah, you're fine.
Ping, ping. Little ping pong ball.
Okay.
Little tiny elfie ping pong ball. All right. Then
Okay.
I am good.
And why aren't the
And
tokens,
there we
why
go.
aren't they locked?
I don't know. I didn't do it.
Aren't they? They're not locked. What did I miss here? Token lock. There we go. Okay. Sorrow, you're next. You and your beast are up.
Okay. Isra, do I have your permission to teleport you?
Who? What?
You asked me
Astra?
this?
Yeah. I'd like your
Um,
permission.
Wait,
She
what?
replies, I'm
my
trying
God.
to attack the ghouls.
Critical fumble for the what the hell? I don't know.
So, Sorrow, take that as you will. She yells she's trying to get to the ghouls. So if teleporting me is not going to interfere with that, then you have tacit permission.
Okay, cool. I mean, you're still gonna get to them. It's just, yeah, it'll work. It'll work. All right. So,
Oh God.
Wildfire Spirit is gonna go first, using
Okay.
that fiery teleport, and then he's literally just gonna move himself and Isra, basically right behind me.
It's gonna
Keep in mind, if you're close to Isra, you should have that.
she's got it
Aura?
on there. Yeah, the aura of protection sitting there right now. Yeah, that's on.
Yeah.
Yeah, Francis
Okay.
is good at that.
So tell me that
But
again,
if you
Sorrow.
move her too far away.
Okay.
Isra's going where?
Okay, so Isra is just gonna be right behind me, and then the wolf right behind her.
Like this.
Yeah. Yes. And because he teleported, he does some fire damage. Fire blah blah blah. Okay. I think I have this coded somewhere. I'm pretty sure I did this.
Should be on his sheet, right?
Not all of it. I had to fix some of the things. Okay.
Send me a
What?
note if I need to fix something. Send me a note if I'm missing something coding, and I'll
Well-
do that. Fix it.
No,
So you've
I
got
got it. I got it.
Okay.
I got it. Okay. So it's just gonna hit Ghoul 14.
Mhm.
Let's see. He's got to do a dex save. I'll drop that on him.
Okay.
And if he
Succeeded.
okay, so he's not gonna take any fire damage, which is fine because she's got a thing which I was going to do poison spray.
Inspiration for sorrow. Wonderful. That is awful loud. Let me bring that down. Where
Is it
is
me?
that? No, it's me. It's my alerts. I'm gonna bring them down a little. Okay.
Okay, so I take that. She's gonna do Thorn Whip because yeah, that has more of a range. I don't have to be as close.
Hit.
Great. Do that.
Oh,
Great. So I will use all of her movement to move or squeeze between Isra's, the spirit, so that way she's right there, exactly as she wanted.
She did when she ended
I
up
am-
like behind you. She was like, "Fuck!" And but now she's good.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Language.
What?
I'm joking. I'm joking. That's a joke.
Okay,
it's a channel joke. You just ignore me.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay. Ignore the DM. Got it.
Pretty much. It's typical
ignore the guy
gameplay.
that's running the game.
I mean, that's
Of course,
what I
of
do.
course.
That's what
A
we're going to do
reject.
anyways.
It's Prater. Jana, you're in the back of the hallway. Just
I
kind of
see
chilling
that.
out. So we have the door behind you has a ring a dingy on it, right? We put a bell on it, I think. So if it's opened up, and you're kind of like going, you've been back there going, yeah, whatever, and just kind of. We had her fling something, or I don't remember what it was during the last session. Oh, I did. I Toll the Dead and hit, which was rare.
Nice.
It did some
Toll the
damage.
Dead.
Nice.
It did some damage.
So it's only cursed when we use it.
Who gets,
I was gonna say, yeah, it's fine when
Yeah.
Duff uses it. It just doesn't like us.
Who's it for? And who's the inspiration for, Antiquus?
That was for Sorrow.
It's for there. No,
Oh,
he
yeah.
did it. He did it
For
again.
language.
It's
Sorry.
for language.
For more
That would
language.
be
For more
Aisra.
language.
For language.
Oh, that would
So-
be Isra.
Who doesn't have? We'll give it to Isra or Vic. So whichever one. They only have
I
two
have
each,
2.
and so does
You give it- You
Vix.
can give it to Isra. I have advantage and then a couple
Okay,
crit hits.
there you go.
so-
Isra, you got
Isra.
another inspiration.
Thank you, boo.
Okay, they're maxing up now. Okay.
So how far? I don't know how this works. How far can I send my familiar away from me? What's the speed of an owl?
Well, it has its own movement speed. So when you
I don't- I
conjure it
don't-
in, so I think it's like
'Cause it-
40 or 60 on its flight.
Because I can, when I cast a spell within range of touch, the familiar will deliver the
Mhm.
spell. Does that mean the familiar
Mhm.
has to be on me? I touch and then send the spell out, right?
Yes. So
It has to be within 100 feet of me. Because I was gonna try to, send a spell. The owl flies over their head since we're in the hallway, and does like a spell up by all of these ghouls. was the
Can't it just
intent.
go in like the guy in the face? I mean, he's dying.
so
So the familiar can't attack.
it can
Oh.
attack, but it can run. It's called
But it can send a
interference,
spell.
and it can do interference, and it basically gives the people advantage on your attack and all that because it's basically in its face doing
Oh.
it's just like that. So you have that, but
Right.
you can cast it. Yeah, you cast a spell. You'd have to cast familiar first, and then your next turn, you would have to.
Oh, is he not already? Is the owl not already out?
Actually, you're out. I think. Well, actually, we never really I never really did anything. I think actually,
That works.
before we moved in, I'd let it go. So, but I didn't
Yeah,
charge
okay.
you for the familiar deal. So you would have to
That's,
recast it.
Okay, that works. So I can use that
Advantage
to
for
explain what
Jana.
you're saying.
Okay, wonderful.
Oh, thank you. So that'll be my turn. I don't think I have to like physically do anything, but that works. I'll get the owl out, and then that'll be with the intent on the next turn is to send a spell up there.
Okay, so we're
So-
first casting an owl. What you're saying?
Yeah, I don't see. Yeah, I don't think I have to like click on anything though. do
No,
I?
I have to
Okay.
give me a second. I'm gonna pull the owl out, and unless
Oh,
you have
okay.
unless you have it saved,
I don't see
um,
it.
I'll send it here. So you're basically casting a spell, and you run your familiar, and anything else, or pass your turn. Well, I pull that up real quick.
I'll just move directly behind Moss. Well, yeah, I'll just move directly behind Moss and pass my turn.
Okay. All right, Isra.
Yes. Jesus. 10, 15, 20, 25. Ghoul 14 is deceased.
Unconscious.
Correct.
Ghoul 14 is what now? Oh, he's dead.
Unconscious.
Oh, I didn't see he died. Oh, my bad. Yeah, he's dead now.
He did.
20.
He did.
I'm assuming I can't occupy the space that the spiritual weapon is occupying.
Yes, you can.
correct?
Yes, you can.
I can.
It's ethereal. Yes, you can move through it. It just hold on. Let me. Oh my God.
But
Oh
isn't
my
there a
God.
ghoul in the space of the spiritual weapon?
No.
Okay.
So right here. Oh, I think there wasn't there? It moved in. So
Think so,
that's thank
yeah.
you. Okay. Okay. Oh my God. This damn. Trying to grab the damn token and move her over there, and I can't.
Woosa.
I forget this. Okay. How do I turn this shit off? One
Duff, do you
second.
need
So-
some tranquility tea from the Druid's Den?
No, I'm running. I'm running. Look what I have. I have incenses, and I'm running some right now on my little deal. Oh, wonderful! It's my woosah.
There you go.
They're not working.
Yeah, no shit.
You can burn
Okay,
some more of those.
real quick. Where is turn off? Where's the map mode? Okay, mass mode. Okay, there we go. I wanna. Okay, Okay, turn. I'm still trying to learn how to drive Fantasy Grounds. Okay, so
You're doing great.
okay, there we go. That's what's happening, Isra. When you move up, the ghoul is right there.
Okay.
And this one was supposed to be right behind, now that we've done that properly.
Mhm.
Okay.
Excellent.
Woosah.
She will attack. Oh, with a
Whiff.
3. Nah, I'm gonna use inspiration.
Oh, I'm supposed to be getting an owl. Sorry.
What?
Automatic.
Damn it.
Oh, man. Guess I haven't played this in forever.
It's upsetting.
Do you have to take the worst roll? Can't it just be the 3?
No, I just used my inspiration to roll my first, to re-roll my first attack, and it freaking natural one. So for my second
Sadness.
attack,
Sadness.
I don't roll shit. Ha!
There you go. Much better.
And I will pump a smite into this bad boy. Of course, I gotta find it. Looking.
Jan, I just sent you the character sheet for the owl.
Thank you.
Find smite. Here we go.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, bye bye.
Oh, what the hell?
I smited, man. He's undead.
Damn it. Now what do we got? Disadvantage. Who gets what? What? Advantage Vix. Wonderful. Oh my God. They're just piling them on. I don't get any. No. Okay. Ghoul
No, you got
24
disadvantages.
is
I
gone.
do
Okay.
believe you got a random trap. They
I got
give
a
you
oh, I know.
Oh,
I know
yeah.
where to, I know
You
where to
have
put that.
Where was
Okay.
I? 10, 15.
But I got disadvantages. I got all unfun stuff. Okay. Anything else, Isra?
No, I can't. I don't have enough movement to get within range to give anybody my aura, so I'm gonna hold the line right there.
Isn't that your spiritual weapon though? Don't you have? You can bonus action and attack with. it?
Yes. It's your.
It's not my spiritual weapon.
Oh, it's Vix's. Whose is it actually? Vix, is it yours?
I don't have
Yeah.
spiritual.
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
it's my
Okay.
it's my hoe. It's the shape of it, it's the
No
shape of a
comment.
hoe.
Okay, so the ghouls, they're still running. One is running. So yeah, I'm just gonna. They climbed up out there. So there's a second story ledge there, and you could see partial of the sky, and they kind of built it through holes in the wall in that room that's above there. And thank you for the follow, Lowdown. Cool, we like it. Lowdown, nice name. Let's see. I'm going through them and Bammo. Okay, so next actor will be Ghoul 4, so he would run up and he's got his single attack. Yeah. So he's gonna
At disadvantage.
Or
Okay.
you can use the crit fumble and get that out of the way.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, I used a disadvantage and I still missed. Okay. Hard. All right, Vix, you're up.
Hi.
I'm gonna get him. Trust me, folks. Trust me.
Can't really do anything. I'm gonna bonk number 4 with my spiritual weapon.
All right. Okay. Where's my
Give him a
traps?
good bonk.
Where my traps at? There it is.
Dunk.
Tables. Let's do a deadly trap. Yeah.
Oh,
What the hell? Damage. Bonk.
Bonk. And
You
I
can squeeze through us if you want to move forward.
yeah. I'm gonna go right here. Well, can I make it there, or do I have to
Yeah,
move a
yeah,
step
yeah.
back? Because
That would make it your movement. You're fine there. I'm fine with it.
okay.
So
And then can I hold my action? I would like to hold a spell for if I catch sight of any of the other ghouls.
yeah.
because they're all in the room, so I can't see any of them.
Well, you're at the bottom of the order, so holding it would revert your holding action starts over at the start of the turn, start of the order. So there's really not much for you to do. Yeah, and you know that they're a bonus action, but you know that you've, at least with your turn undead, you feel they're still running away. So,
okay.
And you may have caught a few more up on the landing because they were supposed to hear you when you do that, and so there's a.
Can I see Ghoul 4 or no?
He would have some cover. Can you see him though? Yes, you could see him that he's fighting because he tried to lunge at Isra and bite her.
Fuck it, I'm gonna do Toll the Dead.
There you go. That's a save. That's a save, so it's easy to do. Yep.
It's gonna succeed.
Succeeded. Yeah.
Figured. That's why I knew it.
Yeah. Okay. Moss.
All right. How does it slow us down at all if we're moving through our players' spots?
And another point of inspiration for Vix F-bomb.
Vix.
Wonderful. Okay. So, all right. So they're maxing out again, so they can only keep 3 each. So what I do in this instance, that if you can move through, as long as there's movement to go through, not 2 people. So you, the fiery wolf, you could duck through it all out because is he ethereal? He's not solid, right? Sorrow, or is he a solid wolf? I can't remember.
It's I was looking.
He's an elemental.
Spirit.
Yeah, he's small.
Yeah,
That's right. He's small. That's right. So his token needs to be a little bit smaller.
He's fierce.
He is fierce.
Yeah.
He bites your butt.
Small.
He nips you when you go by Moss. But you can move through the characters because there's not 2 or 3
It's okay. I
in
have
the hallway.
really thick eel skin pants on.
Yeah, white moray eel pants that we somehow sewed up on our downtime. Okay.
That's got to
All
be
right.
some kind of armor class.
Yeah, it's armor class, all right. Yeah, it's David Lee Roth buttless cheek pants. Okay. So.
Well, if the wolf bites him off nicely, sure, I'll have.
She nibbles you as you run by. Ow! So anyway, you ran up there. What are you doing?
Can I around the corner sort of shoot?
He'll have it
him
at
or
negative
something?
-2. Yeah, he's got a little cover because of the corner.
He's got a little cover.
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna. All right. Let's see
Don't
if
you
I
have
can do
another
this right.
advantage? Doesn't she have another advantage? I don't know. That's Vix. Vix
I
is the
think I only
keeper of
had
benefits. Okay.
You used one already?
Yes, she did.
Yeah.
She did.
You have 2 now.
Oh,
One more.
thank
There
you
you
for
go.
keeping track.
Yep.
All right.
You had
so
2 at the start, and then you had someone gave you 1, so you had 3, and then you.
Okay. All right.
So basically, I'm gonna.
Yay. We hope. Unless you roll a
Okay.
1. I'm trying to jinx it.
Does he
Roll a
not
1.
see me?
Roll.
Can I sneak attack then? Is
Well,
that-
he gets the sneak attack because Isra's right next to you and next to the creature, so
Okay.
you're going to get it automatically if you hit.
look at that.
And you have
and
advantage
I did
already,
it
so
too
you get sneak
early.
attack also. No, you could. Yeah, well, let's see if you hit first. You don't have to take it off. Yeah, you put the effect on after you hit.
After I hit, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm rusty.
But you're fine.
At that range, would it be a?
That's supposed to be actually with disadvantage because you're within 5 feet. But you know, I'm not a dick DM like that. But
Okay. Well, thankfully I had advantage.
you still got to hit. So
Okay. And
I want you to remember that I allowed that.
thanks, Duff. Well, there you go. That was
Oh,
awful.
beautiful damage there. That's
Can I
lovely.
re-roll damage? Can I use advantage?
Unfortunately,
or the inspiration for
not.
that?
Unfortunately, not. No.
Ugh. Poop face.
Beautifully
All
done,
right.
Moss.
Yeah, beautifully done with my 1, 1, and 1. Beautiful.
That's awesome.
Okay, so he is heavily damaged. Do I
That's,
get out of everyone's way?
that's your call.
I'm gonna click too many times, and if I run back past the wolf again, will he bite out the other cheek of my pants?
Probably.
Well, I'm gonna do that then.
Okay, pass your turn.
All right. Turn
Sorrow,
complete.
you and Wolfie. If she's speaking, I don't hear her.
Nope.
Turning
Sorry.
my phone on.
Hey,
So used to make other things. I have too many spells. I don't like this. I'm just gonna go up there and hit it with a stick. But I
you
can
chose
see
this.
it. I chose this pain. Yeah, I chose this suffering. Everybody's in the way. Just gonna do a little spell.
Is it a
See what
save?
happens. Yeah, it's a save.
Well, that looks like it was a
Oh.
ranged attack. So that would have been a -2.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, you would
Oh,
have
yeah,
missed.
says
Ray of
con
Sickness
save,
is it's a
too.
range. It's
Yeah,
a
it's
range,
range.
but then it also
Oh.
has to make a save because then
Yeah.
it's poisoned.
Oh,
If it
okay.
doesn't
Yeah.
make the
That's
save.
where I get confused.
Okay, so that's a miss. If a -2.
Oh, okay. Okay. And it does nothing then. Boo.
So sorry.
That's a little disappointing. It is a little sad. Wolf
What about
Spirit
Wolfie?
will move. I think to there.
Okay,
And then I think he has a attack.
he's -2. Yep.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. I'll add the -2. See. Okay. Am I still targeting the thing? Okay, there it goes. Yeah, okay, that was done right. Okay, cool. And then it's this damage. With shitty rolls.
I'm sorry.
Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not gonna cry.
Change your
I'm not
dice
gonna
color.
cry.
Oh, ones tonight.
I'm sorry. All right, spirit's done. Jana,
Okay.
what you gonna do back there?
Well,
Got your
it's
owl.
tough because I don't really know, like, so his movement is 60. Am I able to tell him to move? Without-
Yeah,
Oh, wait.
he's a familiar. You could talk to him telepathically.
Well, I meant, and I forget. What did we say? I have to touch him to put the spell on him and then send him? Or
So exactly, yeah, you're
spell-
gonna cast a spell that's a touch spell. You then touch him and then send him off on his own, and he will move. He acts on his own turn, and so he's basically his initiative rolled, and he's right after you. So basically, he's in the right spot for you to do this.
Okay. Then let's do that. I still have to pick a spell. Hold on. And so it has to be.
A touch
So
spell.
I can't. Well, so that means I can't put like what about like Armor of Ag or not that one. Like Arms of Hadar is a self. Is that something I could put on him, and then he could be the central point for the area?
That is a good question. I don't think. What does this say? Let me bring this up again. That's a
When
new
you
twist.
cast a spell, when you cast a spell with a range of touch, your familiar can deliver the spell as if it had cast the spell itself. Your familiar must stay within 100 feet of you, must use its reaction to deliver the spell when you cast it. If it
Yep.
requires an attack roll, you use your attack modifier for the roll.
It has, yeah. So, yeah, because as soon as you cast Hadar, it goes off because
Okay.
yeah. So it has to be the touch, the range on the spell for it to work.
Okay. Okay, let me think then. Let me pull up a couple. That'll be. Let's do. Shoot, I actually don't know now. I always think Chill Touch is a touch spell, and it's not. That's what I was looking at.
Because it has touch in it. Yeah.
I don't think she has any touch spells. Oh, this might not work. Okay, I'm going to. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't have any. I've got one. Oh, it's identified. That's not going to work. Okay. I thought I really thought I had.
You have to look at it when you level up, whenever that may
well,
be.
that's all right. No, that's good to know. Okay, I still would.
Now, he can still fly. And
Yeah, I
cause
still want to send
problems.
him out. So send him, like I said, 60 feet. So we've got. I'd like to think he's on my shoulder. So all right. So can I send him over to this?
Yeah, basically you're sending him over there, and he's basically flying around causing problems for the ghoul. He's flying in her face, using his wings to distract and all that. Yes.
And then can I? Oh, I don't know. So I know that I can.
Thanks for the purchase.
See through my familiar.
You can, if you want to take your action.
And that's what I was gonna say. Can I use that as my action to just because I kind of want to see what else is going on in this room? So yeah.
You basically go into a coma-like state. You basically eyes rolling back your head, and now you're looking through the owl. Yep, and not moving as long as you keep that.
Cool. Yeah, that way Jana just knows. I think a little bit more where stuff is up there, since she's way in the back.
So, so I will explain what you see as when the owl flies in there. It flies past the ghoul. Like I said, this floor is covered with trash. It's kind of collapsed in on it a good bit of itself. There is still a 5-foot perimeter that's of the second floor that's above it. That's there's a hole in the middle of the rest of the floor. That's where the ghouls drop down from. In that room, what's left of that room is partial ceiling, partial walls. You can see out into the night sky, and there's plenty of holes where the things can traverse in and out of that second story area. You've noticing when y'all's recon that a back part of this temple had a second floor to it. Most of it's gone and had fallen into a courtyard in the middle area, but there was still a few rooms up there that had somewhat of a room still left to them. And that's what you're seeing.
That door was like welded shut or something, right? Like
so
that door was inaccessible.
The door on the other side is, I'll read that to you. The hinges, the handles, and the metal fittings are half melted. Looking at the doors so from the fire. That's it. That's what the owl sees. Anything else?
Is there some kind of doorknob or something on there?
The handles, hinges, and metal fittings are all half melted. Looking though, it's going to take some work to. It's basically. You don't know until y'all get over there. You have no idea.
Okay.
So, all right. Anything else with the owl, Jana? Or are we done?
No, I can't. I don't think I can pass this turn.
I know. I'm just waiting to make sure before I pass it.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
Isra. Alexander, thank you for the purchase. Hey. What you gonna do, Isra?
Beat the crap out of this ghoul. Hopefully I don't roll any more ones.
Run, one.
Well, that's better.
Hit.
There you go.
For whap.
Yeah.
All right. You kill the ghoul. All righty. So for the moment,
does the happy dance.
Yeah.
Isra does the happy dance.
For a brief moment there, or at the moment, it's fairly quiet again. You can hear wind blowing from the room up above that y'all are close to it. You've got some dead ghoul bodies there, and Vix knows that the other ones are run away, making the Monty Python maneuver as they run away.
Flee, run away.
Pretty much. What are we doing? We're out of combat for the moment.
Can we go in and inspect that door a little bit further?
Y'all do whatever you want.
And look for traps before we do anything else.
And you said that
Aisha walks into the room and does not look for traps.
She did.
I'm not gonna metagame just because Celtic is giving us traps again. She would not have looked for traps. That's Moss's
All right, hold on.
job.
I'm unlocking tokens tokens are unlocked for a second, so y'all can move freely. Okay. So and I'm gonna put the owl. Owl is up above, I'm assuming. Okay, so
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
You-
like,
now
you,
you can-
and you said there's a hole in the ceiling of this room.
You're in a first story. There's a second story room up above. That's where the ghouls drop down off of, and most of that room is gone. The floor's gone except for 5-foot perimeter where the ghouls were resting. But the owl can fly up there if you want it to see what's going
yeah.
on.
Yeah, so I'm gonna kind of put myself in between Vix and Iser just in case, because I'm gonna be going into a
Well,
coma.
here's the problem. No, I don't.
Can I do that?
You can't move.
That's what I mean. I want to move there first and then send the owl up that way.
No, if you're
Oh.
seeing through the owl, you have to basically well, we're out of combat, so you basically could come back out. Okay, yeah, that's true. So, but you have to use an action. Basically, you become in a transform. So you
Right.
go over there, sit in the corner, tell them you're gonna bug out, and then reconnect
Right.
with the owl. Okay.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna send
Okay,
the
so
owl
that's what Jan is doing. The rest of y'all are Vix. Are we still keeping our hammer up, or is it gone? Hammer time done.
My hoe is still up just in case.
Okay. All right. So, Moss, you move over to the door and see that it's severely
Do I
burnt.
sense any traps?
You can roll in the
Tower.
in the tower. Yeah.
What am I rolling? Perception, yeah.
Yes, perception. Or investigation, either one.
Okay, hold one moment.
Your
Uh,
decision.
Windows. Let's see. What was the other one? Investigation?
Either one. Investigation or perception. You should both. They probably are both the same for you. So, unless you didn't take investigation as a.
So I have a +5 and a +7 in investigation somehow.
You have the passive investigation is part of your wasn't it your feat that you took observant? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why,
So
yeah.
that's a +12.
Mm-mm.
Is that correct, Ben?
It's on your passive side. It's allow you to I've just got to keep it in mind when things are going to be reviewable by you that all of a sudden your spidey sense tingles because something looks out of whack for you.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know which
So.
one's better to play then. Like
For you, it's
I got a
going to be
+9 and advantage. I got perception.
you're gonna
Uh.
investigation. It's just for me. It would actually roll a 12, wouldn't it? I think. Let me check here. Wouldn't it? No, it rolled it right. So yeah, the +5 is for it's made of no.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
you're-
I'll just roll perception and
Yeah,
we'll quit
mhm.
yammering on
Yeah,
about it so we
yeah.
can play.
Okay. You don't detect any traps. The door's fairly damaged. It looks like the mechanism, what lock and all that is completely melted. It looks like the door is going to be hard to open up, but it is not impossible to open up the door.
Okay, I've got this. So if I can't open it myself, could we have Jana do like that chill touch thing to it, and then like Izora could like smash it with her hammer, and it'll break into a million pieces, like Terminator 2?
If you want to make a bunch of noise.
Necrotic.
Super loud. Are we,
That would be super
are we
loud.
able to climb
Yeah.
out? Can
You-
we climb up?
You can, if you take some time and you determine what you're going to do. Yeah. You
I
could
have
go-
a
you
rope
could
of
go up to s-
climbing.
Yes, you do. Yes,
I don't know
do.
how it works because I've never used it, but
The
Since
rope
half this room is open.
up above
let's
you.
try
It's
and
a
climb up.
it's a story up
Do you wanna
above.
go up?
Mhm.
well, okay. So I'll let everyone know that I could mess with this door for a while if y'all want me to, but if we want to go up, I've got this rope that I don't know what to do with. So, do you want to climb? Is that better for everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
climb up.
So how do I use the rope of climbing, Duff?
So basically, you hold one end of the rope and you speak a command word, and the rope animates, and you can tell it to move. It's as a bonus action, you command the other end to move towards the destination you choose. That end moves 10 feet on your turn when you first command it, and 10 feet every turn afterwards. A maximum up to the maximum length of the rope, which is a 60-foot rope. And so basically, you're just basically telling it to start snaking up a wall and go try to, which you got to be able to
Find
see what
something
you,
to tie
something
onto.
to latch on to. Yes. That hopefully is
All
not
right.
burnt out
give
and,
this rope-
possibly fall back down on yourself. You never know.
I'll give the rope a whirl.
Um,
Do I have to roll
just a quick
something
question.
for that?
No. No, you don't have to roll anything.
Wait, wait.
Basically,
Okay.
Jana could use the owl. I'm not trying to tell you how to do it, but the owl's
I
flying
was
up
going to say
above
if
y'all.
Jana, yeah.
And Jana can, well, through the owl, can see, that the rooms, there's plenty of spots. The rope, is going to need to coil around several things because most of the room looks like it's completely burnt out, even up above. And it's also been exposed to the weather. And so you better pray that, it's going to hold your weight because a lot of the wood and area up here looks pretty bad shape. I'm just letting you know.
So if we go up, though, would we be exposed?
Could be.
Like,
There are
is
open
the-
areas. That
Hmm.
Jan needs some time to
Jana?
recon the room a little bit.
Yeah. I was gonna say if you're
Yeah,
gonna wait.
let's give Jana a little bit of time to
Okay.
scout out ahead, and
Okay.
then because I would like to stay.
Okay. So,
hidden.
Janet, tell me what you want the owl to do.
I would like that. Is the owl already up there? looking
Owl's
around,
flying up.
or-
Yeah, you went into trance mode. And so the owl, you've told the owl to go up to the
Fly
second
up,
floor.
just-
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just want it to circle around and scan the
Okay.
the
So,
terrain and stuff.
yeah, The owl flies up and can, like I said, the rest of the room is pretty much in shambles except for the perimeter. There's partial roof, is caved in, which is dropped down to y'all's floor here. Most of the stone wall, there's, around it, a lot of it is crumbled in on itself and fallen away. When the owl looks out, it sees, let me try to figure out what I'm going to do here. Show you that to the south. Oh, come on. Where do I got to go to mass mode? Yeah, there we go. So you can kind of see that there are this is below. So most of the second floor is caved all the way in to the courtyard area. And what the owl is seeing is what looks to be rooms and, what was stuff before the fire, which was the bottom level of the temple. The outer perimeter of the second area where there's walkways, it sees zombies and some other undead moving around. Yep. Well, and that they're there because y'all heard them and saw them. And it might see a few ghouls' butts as they're running away, fleeing over the rest of the temple and dropping over the walls, fleeing that they're still turned. But that is what the owl is seeing
Yep.
at this moment.
So
Okay. So yeah, say once that's all done, can I stop? Can it stay up there and I stop seeing through it and then relay all of that to the girls?
Yep. You basically disconnect from it. Oh yeah. The owl can still protect itself unless I'd want to shoot it,
Right.
which my typical
So
stuff, but yeah.
I'll disconnect from it, relay that information, and then I mean, if I need to reconnect to it, then I can. But yeah, so let's go from there.
Okay.
Here's
So
what
the
I saw,
owl,
ladies.
the owl perches and, it sees things. They're basically walking set paths that a zombie can see on the outer perimeters of the temple wall. It's on that second level, both north and the south from where y'all are at. So, hey, what about the rest of you? Jenna relays that to you.
And then the area to the right of us,
That's
right of the room.
that is the
This.
bottom floor where y'all are at, but on the other side of a wall.
Yes, but so that would be there's no second floor then.
Only
because
second
okay, so that's all
floor.
collapsed.
There is a second floor. It sees to the north. There seems to be another room to the north that's on the second level that's fairly intact. I can't really well, it's hard to show. Here, I'll show this. So the owl can see that. Let me draw a pointer. There's that direction. There's another second story room right there that sees fairly intact. Just like the room the owl's in, but it's been bare to shape.
Okay.
Does it seem like the only way to access that room is to go onto the second floor, or would
No.
we?
This
door.
seems to be some no, the owl sees hallways or sees so what you can't see is that there seems to be, you know, a first level hallway that's going, you know.
Yep. So we need to open that door
Yes.
if you guys want to do that.
You can determine that.
I'd say we try to open the door. I'd rather not risk trying to get onto the second floor and collapsing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will try and open the lock.
I'm
what
trying
am
to.
I...
There's no lock. The door's stuck because it's melted.
So there's no actual. So we just have to get the door open.
You got to figure out how some way to ram the door. Yeah, you're basically gonna have to try to brute force the door
my
open.
chill touch and like whack it with the great axe. That's just me.
It's a wooden door.
Another,
It's a wooden
there
door.
was another hallway.
There's another hallway on the other side of that door. Yes. Oh, there's the hallways to the south of y'all. Y'all still.
Oh wait, hang on. Doesn't the wolf have like a fire thing? Can we just burn the door?
You can. It takes some time. Yeah. You can start a fire and smoke and all that. Yeah, sure.
I like Sorrow's idea.
What's that?
Yeah, the wolf can teleport
Plus-
us 15 feet to a spot that I can see.
Plus, she's
I can see
tiny,
above
so
us.
if she climbed up the rope just to get a viewpoint of where the wolf needs to go, then that's pretty clever.
So there's no place to walk really except the outer perimeter. Once you get up to the second level, most of the area to the east of y'all, north, southeast, and was collapsed back in down to the first level. Now there are some walkways around the outer perimeter of the west area that you could try to move to and climb to walk along. But just so you know that your footing is treacherous up there.
She doesn't even have to get off the rope. She just needs to climb up high enough so that she has perspective for the teleport.
Teleport to, So where are you thinking about? Just making sure to try to teleport down to the floor on the other side of the room. Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah.
Basically, just go past the door.
Well, you can throw the rope over too. So, but y'all would have to, but you would have, you're going to face some, either y'all are going to have to hold it, or you're going to pray that the rocks, the walls don't give, because it is ruins. It is, definitely suffered a lot of damage. So can it support your weight? You don't know. So.
The other option is I still have an animal shape-shifting thing I could burn. And if there's a hole or anything big enough for, say, I don't know, a mouse to go through.
Oh,
or
where you're at, without a doubt.
And the owl picks me up. Yeah.
The wolf is small, right? It's not tiny.
Yeah.
Correct? Okay,
small.
so he's
and
small.
He can hover.
The wolf probably can make its way up and over.
But the wolf has to be next to everybody to teleport them.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay, never mind then.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Sorrow can't teleport, but the wolf can. Sorrow just has to be able to see the spot that the wolf needs to teleport. And if Sorrow is, I don't know, a mouse that the owl carries around.
Well, if you're a mouse, you definitely probably could find a hole in the room where you're at to crawl through, or make one. You can make one too. So
I mean, it's kind of a rickety room. I mean, is there anywhere we could just bust through?
Yeah, I mean, if there's
drop
the
rest of the second floor on top of you, sure.
Yeah, and I don't want us to make a lot of noise. And
that's any of that type of stuff is going to make a lot of noise, no doubt.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me ask this: are there any holes or cracks in any of the walls or even the door where Sorrow can see on the other side?
Yes, even through the door.
All right.
The door's got is slightly open, but it's going to take to get through it. A medium human being's going to have to beat the shit out of the door or do something to move it.
Okay. That doesn't fucking matter. As long as Sorrow can see on the other side, everyone get near the wolf. Owl, get out of the fucking way. Moving everybody.
I would do this. Yeah, one second.
This is how we can all fit together.
Oh, and you can see. I'm showing you the hallway. You can see. 5 foot on the other side of that door. You basically can see right there. That's a hallway.
Okay. Oh.
And it looks like it goes back toward the west. Out
So
of
maybe
your
I
view.
should turn into a mouse so the owl can lift me up and I can see better.
Well, you can't see in that hallway. You could go up. This hallway is first floor. And so it's solid. The second story above y'all is just a single room.
Mm-hmm.
But you're looking at that hallway through a crack in the door.
Okay, that's not going to work. So yeah, let me turn into a mouse.
Okay?
Jana has her owl lift me up so I can actually see on the other side of the wall, and we can just teleport to the other side of the wall.
Teleport on the other side of the outside wall. Make sure you understand, sorry, you can't see in the hallway, only through the door. Right. Okay, so if you're a mouse, where would you want to land?
If she's a mouse, she could just crawl through whatever hole.
If she's a mouse, you can crawl through you can crawl through
you don't even
the
need
door.
You just crawl through the
you
door.
could crawl into the hallway if you want to.
Okay, but then I need to find a spot big enough for everybody else to be teleported. That's the thing.
Well, there's as soon as you, let me just say, I'm just kind of make it a little bit easier. So you move into the hallway and all of a sudden you see this. You basically see a hallway that moves and goes. So are you trying to teleport everybody at one time? Is that what you're trying to do? Or can he do it one at a time?
He can do one at a time.
Yeah,
I thought it'd be quicker to do everybody at once.
Oh, I think you're so if you want to move into the hallway just one at a time and everybody just moves out of the way and moves down the hallway while you're teleporting them. Plop, 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 plop.
We can do that.
Yeah. Make it easier that way. So either going to teleport in the hallway or you're going to teleport out into the courtyard of all the ruins. Either one. So
hallway.
I want to do the hallway.
So,
okay.
Teleport Moss first.
Yeah, I was gonna say put me right.
All right.
Okay.
Right there.
All right.
I check for traps.
Okay. Now you don't. Okay, move everybody. Tokens are unlocked, so y'all can move.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'll allow that. Isra. Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and kill my other wild shape.
Okay, and the owl. What is the owl doing?
Shoulder.
Oh,
He's
yeah. Here, don't worry about moving him in. Just hold on to him.
Okay.
Just as you, yeah. And the, how long does that spiritual weapon last?
Who knows? Not me.
It's your
I think
spiritual
it's 10
weapon,
minutes, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's done by now.
1 minute. Lame.
Yeah. What? Whatever.
Oh yeah.
It's not lame-o. I'm gonna get rid of this token.
I did for you.
Okay, now while y'all are doing that teleporting, blah 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 blah. What about your Wolfie? Is he done?
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's gonna be hanging around with us for an hour. So.
Thank you. That's all. I couldn't remember the time frame on it. Okay, so Moss moves down into the hallway and sees this. All right, you see a
All
hallway.
sorts of stuff. Oh,
no, hallway
nothing.
goes down. There seems to be a painting or something hanging on the wall at the very end of the hallway, and then you see what looks to be a
I don't trust that any further than I could throw it.
What's wrong with the painting?
I passively
Don't look at the painting.
perceive.
What?
Okay. Do
It's
I perceive
fun.
anything?
Well, I'm not sure what you're.
Well, last time there was a piece of art, it set things on fire. So
It did.
Okay. So you see, like I said, the painting's hanging on the wall at the end, and then off to the right there, you see the hallway. You know.
Wait,
go
I
off
got
to
this.
the
Wait,
off to
hold
the
on,
right,
Hold on.
like that.
Do I have anything small
Yeah,
and
do
round?
you wanna-
I do. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take. Let's see. I have a glass bottle,
Okay.
empty. I'm gonna just roll it down the hallway and make sure nothing goes off.
You roll it. Well, you roll it about 10 feet, and it hits the side of the wall and smashes.
No, could I roll for that?
Yes, you could.
That is unacceptable.
Yeah. Well, as you were doing it, your child, hits your arm because he's trying to get the hell out of the case again, and wants to get out, and it distracts.
Wait,
it.
I have a critical success, I do believe.
If you want to use that on a roll,
Oh.
Yeah, that's true. Do I
You
waste
still
that
have,
on a
You
still
roll?
have 2 advantages.
Just make me a dex
Yeah.
roll. Makes me a dex roll.
I just
What's
want
up,
to not
Tombstone?
get
Good
hit
to see ya.
again.
Oh my lord. Oh, what was
Well,
that?
That was
Your rolls
not...
are. No, that would be the
Yeah.
bottle would break unless you want to re-roll that with an inspiration
Okay, yeah,
point.
we're just gonna use one of those inspiration and do that again.
Okay.
If this
Oh,
sucks,
come on.
I'm changing dice colors. I am changing dice colors.
Your
Such a
vial
pretty
goes
color,
10
yeah.
feet and
This must be
shatters.
like-
It does.
Damn
It shatters. You throw it too hard.
Well, I suck at
Very
skee
good.
ball.
But nothing
apparently,
happens.
Guys.
Nothing happens within 10 feet. So
Great.
Except
Okay.
for the broken glass. You just
yeah,
gotta make sure
you got broken
step
glass on the ground
that.
now.
We all have
Crunch,
shoes
crunch.
on. We're fine.
Just making all the
What
noise.
if I
Crunch,
don't
crunch,
have
crunch.
shoes
I
Oh my
pull out
God.
a
I
copper
have to have
piece,
shoes on.
and
Hold
I
on a second.
hand it to
Eyes were-
Moss.
What
I pull
eyes
out
are
a
said
copper
again?
piece, and I
Yeah.
hand a copper piece to Moss. Try
Thanks,
this.
Dingo.
I used to
Follow.
roll coins with my sister as target practice all the time.
While this is happening, can I just shoot the owl down the hall?
Yes, you can shoot the owl down
Like
the hall.
Moss is
Thank
like-
you.
Moss is like throwing stuff. Janice in the back, like, what is she
Hey,
doing?
I got
Oh,
stabbed
should-
in the chest by
Okay.
a giant spike.
So
Yeah.
I'm a little
you
sketched.
know,
Yeah. So the owl flow. Owl. Okay. Well, so
like
you.
after
So
Moss
Remember how
throws
Duff
it-
likes to kill familiar?
I'm-
Yeah, but it's okay. Send the owl,
Hey.
but it's just like Jana's watching Moss like
Okay.
throwing glass.
Owl's flying down the
Flash of-
hallway. It comes up. It sees into the hallway down there, and it sees a little juncture to the right. What does it want to do?
I was gonna go right.
Okay. Flies that way and sees this. It seems to be a little turn, and there seems to be some stairs going up.
Up.
Okay. Or can it keep going up? How about this way?
It's got 60 feet of movement.
Yeah, 60 feet.
So,
Okay. Yeah.
okay, so
send-
it
yeah,
flies
send
up to the top of the stairwell. You gotta remember, I gotta switch back and forth to move this all the time. Urgh. And it sees a room on the second floor. It looks like
Okay.
this.
Should I send the wolf with it, just in case?
The wolf can
Oh,
move along
Wolf has
too.
lived many lives.
Okay.
Is that
I
a
don't
fun
know if-
balance beam we get to walk across?
Yeah, that is exactly what you're
And I
seeing.
believe- yeah.
I want a
uh,
fun
they can
balance
even
beam.
move them
Okay, what it sees is this.
5, 10. I'll
Give
put
me
mine
my.
here.
Oh my God! Give me my pen. Okay, top of the stairs. There's somewhat of a door that just kind of half hanging there. The floor of this room is entirely gutted because it is it's on the second story. It's the room that you all see the owl saw before. This one, is fairly the ceiling's fairly good there, but it is the floor is caved in down below, 30 feet below. On the other side as the hallway continues onward. There looks to be like only 3 ways to cross this room, either on the far left, on the far right, or the wooden
Right through
beam
the
that
middle.
covers right through the middle. The 3 possible ways: a charred and crumbling section of the floor clings to the left wall, or what's the right wall, which is that which goes out into the courtyard. There's a narrow pathway of fallen beams that stretch across the center, and a sounder section of the floor only burned at the edge, which rounds on the right wall. So, or just the left, because either way you're coming at it. So you got the little hole. The walkway on the east side looks a little bit more treacherous than the walkway on the left side, and then you've got the beams that has fallen all the way across, and it looks like there's a bunch of garbage and crap on the floor down on the first floor. Okay, that's what
Okay.
you see. And the wolf,
Beautiful.
moves over there, and looks to see a beautiful woman with long flowing raven black hair peering out from a cell in a dark gloomy tower.
Where?
The painting?
The painting.
From the painting.
Oh, okay.
Do we recognize her at all?
So sketch.
Mm-hmm.
Come with the painting.
No.
I have PTSD
As a player, I
from
want to go
duck
touch
hunting
it
these
right
games.
now.
I'm not saying anything.
But
Would it make you feel better if the wolf just decided to claw up the painting?
Totally.
no.
There's no reason to ruin fine art. But I could cut it out and steal it and sell it.
You don't think
That's
it's a bit
true.
suspicious that, you know, a lot of this place has been like charred and ruined, and then there's the fucking painting at the end of the hallway just standing there fucking ominously, completely fine and untouched?
No, not
I didn't say it was
suspicious at all.
Like, that's a bit
untouched.
fucking weird.
I didn't say it was
It's
untouched. I
untouched.
just said it was a painting.
Is it untouched?
I
though?
did
No,
not
it's the
see
frame of it. The
text
frame of
message
it's got
today.
burned. It's taken some damage, but the painting is still intact. Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
untouched.
For all we know, the slavers could have came in and put the painting up because they're like, "Ooh, we like this painting."
They might have some class. They might have a little bit of, you
Yeah.
know. This is
You
coming
know,
from the
we don't judge
artist.
people. We
This is
can't
coming from the
judge this.
artist here. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Burn everything.
Burn it.
I'm
Oh,
sorry, I don't really think that they care about decor all that much, so you want to look at
Yeah.
it. Ahead.
Let's go.
What are
up.
we doing? Okay. All right. So Moss is trudging her
Do
way.
I sense any traps?
You can roll in the tower.
Come on, Moss. Come on.
You have
Can
inspiration.
I
Don't
also
forget
look for
that.
traps as we go?
Yeah, you can roll in the tower too. Moss said detect anything.
I get an advantage on investigation checks. I'm not
That's
sure
fine.
if that's coded.
It depends on what effect that is. It an effect?
It's from my contact lenses that I found a while ago. My eyes are my
Oh,
new
yeah.
seeing.
Oh crap! Let me look down there. Let me look your action tab. Look to your supplies. Yeah, well, look at you've got your there it is.
Oh,
Look at your supplies. I coded it. Get out of here.
okay. I just don't
Get
have it on
outta
me for
here.
whatever reason.
Yeah, you need it if
What
you're
do you
wearing them
got?
all the time, or you just turn it. Just put it
Yeah.
on you when you want to use it. Yeah.
I'm gonna get an ulcer in my eye from wearing them all the time, but it's fine.
Okay. So,
Did it not roll? 2? Did it roll?
no, it did not roll that. It's looks like I smartass didn't say that because it didn't roll it in. So, yeah, you're fine right now. You don't detect anything.
Okay. I'm following behind Isra.
Okay, Jana, Sorrow.
I see Vix move and just blindly follow Vix.
Yeah, might as
Sounds
well
about
just
right.
follow the
Yeah,
train.
I'm sure Vix. If it went, yeah, Vix and Iser went. I'm fine. I'm just following. Yep.
Okay. Okay, so y'all can move up into, basically you can't move into the room. There's only 5 foot right there. Moss can step right onto the ledge. That's about it.
Oh, I'm going straight across the middle. Cause
Can
Yeah.
Isra just inspect
Oh, I lost
the
the map.
painting a little closer without touching it?
Yeah, you can go up to it. Sure. You got to get closer to it to do that, though.
Right.
Who has the rope of climbing?
Moss.
You could probably use it to help you across that plank thing. You know, like tie it
I got
to the wall
acrobatics.
and then
I'm
go
just gonna
across the
run it.
wall. Well, I'm more
How
like
many-
for everybody else who doesn't have great acrobatics.
How many feet of rope is it?
60.
60.
60.
60.
Could you form a little thing to hold on to as we cross over?
Yeah, could I
Yeah,
run
that's what I was
across
thinking.
with it?
You can make
just
it
pull
go.
it behind
I know
me.
you saw it. I know what you did. So you can make the rope crawl across over there to try to latch onto something if you think you can find it. Yeah.
What I'm saying is, if I run across it and then
That
On the
gives
opposite
advantage.
end
That
of the
gives
rope.
everybody advantage on when they cross over if they have to make checks. Yes, you can do that.
yeah, like a
Yes.
the
Mhm.
high ropes course type situation.
No, it just rope. Just doing that with the rope would allow that easily. I would definitely call that. Now, so anyway, is that what you're going to do? Because we got something to deal with here.
Uh-oh. Is there a trap?
I'm sorry,
Not-
I couldn't help it.
Not on your stuff. So
I said, no, look at the painting.
she looked at the painting. She pulled a moss. However, you actually saved on your charisma check there. Your charisma saving throw.
I got hella good charisma.
Yeah, you did. You did well there. I need a religion check from you, please, now.
Okay.
Yeah, you feel your soul try to be invaded when you looked at the picture. Okay,
Oh,
yeah,
that was a
that's
good roll.
that is actually a failure.
What?
Oh, really?
That is a failure if you want to use inspiration to try to roll higher.
What does she have
What's
to
up,
roll?
Cardman? You remember all this? Yeah, I love the Slave Lord modules. We finally got to the processing center here. We're in these 38 sessions, and they finally get to this. Actually start the modules. We did do A0. That was the very beginning, but we've had a lot in between. It's up to you.
I'm not going to use an inspiration because I don't.
Yeah. So what happened when you moved into 5 feet and was trying to avert your eyes? Unfortunately, you failed on that. The eyes of the woman briefly flashed, and you felt as though your soul was trying to be possessed, but you went, "Hell no!" And yeah, but you can't tell. There's something evil about the painting. There's no doubt about that. So I'll give you that.
So she's aware that something tried to.
Yes, she's very much aware. Yes. Now
and
she could.
I'm aware that it's evil.
Yes. Yes. Now you can tell the other ones to come up here and take a look to prove it if you want them to do that.
No, not going to do that. I am going.
But if we could take it off the wall, we could hold it at other creatures. Would that work?
If you're looking for someone scary with glowing eyes to freak our enemies out, I think we have.
We already got Jana.
Are we gonna Medusa people?
That's what I'm thinking. Like the Medusa maneuver. I think it could work.
Okay, because I was just going to cast Divine Favor on myself and take an axe to it. Because
no, you need to cut it and roll it up. Cut it out and roll it up. I can't be telling you that, though, because I'm not in the room.
No, you're over there trying to figure out how to cross the room.
The little devil on your shoulder with white hair is telling you, like, cut it down and take it. Cut it down.
And that is where we'll put, we're going to take our potty break here at this moment so they can determine what they're doing. Or we'll just sit here forever and ever and ever. Less than 10 minutes or so. Grab a drink, grab a potty break, grab a snack, whatever, folks, and we'll come back here, chat about what we're going on with the channel, things that are coming up real quick, and then we'll continue on with our session. So don't go too far. We'll be right back.
No, that's not big enough. No, that's not big enough either. That's more like it. We're delighted to have you with us. To add to your enjoyment, we're all wound up to bowl you over at intermission time with live wire service at our snack bar, where you'll find a tempting variety of favorite foods and beverages. Now it's showtime, folks. And you can be sure it's the best show in town. Your continued patronage is very, very welcome.
Who's setting up shop? We got a cleric paladin who is also setting up shop. We're gonna call our consortium Praetor's Haberdashery Consortium. We don't sell hats.
Is we don't sell hats part of the name?
No, I just thought I'd clarify.
I like it better if it was part of the name. Yeah, me too. That would be very funny.
I'm the head of it, so like we could add that to the name.
Yeah, we will then. We're gonna have shirts made. I gotta get their portraits all put together, and we're gonna have merchandise.
Oh my god!
This is gonna be awesome.
Praetor's Haberdashery Consortium. Parentheses. We don't sell hats.
I would buy one of those shirts.
It's intermission. Rise and stretch time. Time to refresh yourself and visit our snack bar. Got a yen for hot popcorn? Your favorite soft drinks are sparkling cold. The juicy Frank sizzling hot. There's delicious coffee, freshly brewed, and all kinds of ice cream and candy to tempt you. Showtime will be announced loud and clear to get you back to your car in time. So stretch your legs. Come to the snack bar now.
They don't really apply to level 0 characters.
They don't? Okay. All right. So then I won't grab them. I thought that crit might be that extra one. Okay. So here's the regular damage. Oh, say good night, Francis. Oh, that's Chip. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry, Chip.
Suck it, Chip.
Whoops. I thought
I'm sorry, sir. This is a private mountain.
But I only wanted
This mountain is reserved for patrons.
But
it's a supply depot for all sorts of good things, which people can get at the snack bar. Like soft drinks, candy bars of all kinds, delicious popcorn, and refreshing ice cream treats.
But I am a patron.
Well, why didn't you say so? Be our guest.
Through, and you're kind of at a point where you can't really wedge your way in there anymore. You're like,
here, boy. Here, boy. Come. Here, boy. You can do it. Come on.
Yes, sir. May I help you?
I'd like 2 of those, please.
Hot dogs? Yes, sir.
And 3 of those. And 1 of those. And 5 bars of these. And a cup of that nice hot liquid.
Coffee. Coming right up.
Oh, and 2 bags of those peculiar white puffy material.
You mean our crunchy popcorn? Shall I wrap that for you, sir?
Oh, that's all right. My saucer's just outside.
They come from miles to enjoy our intermission.
I'm terribly sorry. Bjorn, you explode, and in your place is a sweet roll.
Nice.
Hello there. Give the demonstration of my new invention, the Goodies Machine. The machine turns out delicious hot doggies one after the other. And thirst-quenching sodas also. Gives popcorn of the most tasty kind, plain unbuttered. Candy too, crunchy and dandy. Steaming hot coffee and ice cream too. These goodies are at a snack bar just waiting for you.
Private messenger. And do you know how to do that in Facebook? I mean, in Facebook, whatever. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell?
At least Facebook is still around
Wow.
hundreds of years into the future.
Why mess with a good thing?
Go ahead
right?
and clip that one, guys. You can send that one to me later, too. Thanks a lot.
As everyone knows, rainbows usually have a treasure at the end. Let's follow this one and see if we can find the pot of gold.
Brother, I suppose you've come to claim me treasure.
Well, we'd like to see the gold first.
Ethan is better than gold in here, me lad. No, just look here, no.
Candy, refreshing soft drinks, popcorn, ice cream. Well, that's some treasure, but anyone can buy luscious treats like these at the snack bar.
You don't tell me. Do you suppose you could get me a job as a snack bar attendant?
Brass knuckles he's wearing, and the creature just.
How did the creature go? One more time? What, one more time?
No, that was it.
Like you crave that corn when it's freshly bobbed, you gotta beat it to the box with the butter on the top. Get with it, man, start strolling down to the sweets that set you rolling, the best in town. Our candy's real gone, if I'm understood. To all you squares, that means the confection is positively delicious. Cork that stuff, give me 5, let me send you into this nutty jive. Go, man, go! It ain't very far, shake it on down to this cool snack bar. Come on, Jill, give us a treat. A friendly pepper-upper with a tasty beat.
Drink Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper, 'cause it never lets you down.
Frosty, man, frosty.
People, we might be able to take care of that. I
I'm
understand.
gonna sing the Doom song now.
Oh God.
Doom, 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 doom. Doom, da doom. Doom, da doom, da doom. Doom, da doom. Doom, doom, da doom, doom. Da doom, doom. Doom, 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 doom. Doomy, doomy, doomy. Doom, doom, doom. The end.
Music to the ears of the hungry. The sizzle of a mouth-watering hamburger. Fresh, lean beef, done to a golden brown, couched in a soft bun, and garnished to taste. Man, that's hunger heaven. And you'll feel like you're heaven sent when you get one at our refreshment stand.
Happen. Let me see. Is there a deception check for a horse? Or does a horse have a? Ooh, it's going for the
deception for a horse.
Yeah, a horse
I
has got
love it.
deception. So the horse goes up and you see it. It's looking a brief second. It looks at the plant like maybe, you know, it's something even tastier. But then it sticks out its tongue and it, you know, pulls back, you know, and then it backs up. It's got the sugar cube in its mouth and its eyes go boing, as his eyes just go, and it starts woo, and it starts bucking, and you know, and it just and he was looking at something in his hand, and he is standing up, and he grunts out, "Who the F are you? What are you doing here?"
Housekeeping?
Housekeeping.
Oh my god.
Your attention, please. All new hot.
Yay! And we're back, folks. I posted in chat, and I will post again here, and let Lori tell you. These are the Gen Con games that Lori is running next weekend. Her Critical Failure games. Well, they're not really our games; they're her games, but
they're my games. But
they're
they're
her
on your
games.
channel sometimes.
That's right.
So,
but
yeah, I'll be running.
Tell us what they are.
Two games for virtual Gen Con. Normally, I run 100-player events at Gen Con, but since I'm not going to Indianapolis next weekend, I will be running them virtually, germ-free. So Friday night is Schitt's Creek Cross with Zombies, so I have no idea what's going to happen with that. And then Saturday night we have Zombies on a Train, because why not? I've done it in every other vehicle except for planes and trains, so look for Zombies on a Plane next year. But yeah, we'll be running them. They're funny, they're silly, they're ridiculous, they're rules free, basically. Roll a 1,
Zero.
something awesome is going to happen. Roll a 20, or actually I don't roll 20s, but crit hit, crit failure, that's the best parts of the game. So that is my spiel. I'm running it with All Flesh Must Be Eaten, but a super homebrewed version, simplified, of that game system.
Yep. So anybody wants to sign up, got no plans, I'll be helping her facilitate the games. They won't be streamed, anything like that. They're just played. But it's a lot of fun and silliness, honestly.
Bring your own beverages.
Yeah. Heavy drinking is involved.
Heavy drinking.
So that's next weekend. And then I know that Greyhawk Con is coming up 2 weeks after that. and a lot of channels will be participating and running games. We'll still stream play that night. Since this is Greyhawk content, if any of them get done and want to come over and harass us, they're more than welcome to. And then we've got a few weekends of gameplay here, and then we get into Gamehole Con, third weekend in October. Probably we'll play that night. We're still trying to fill out the schedule for games at Gamehole Con. Matt and I, the Astral Menagerie that we run, that we're in charge of programming for the Gamehole channel, just like we do for GaryCon. And so we're trying to fill that out and just dealing with that. But that's it. And then that should be it for cons. But then we get into the holidays, and so we'll figure all that out. If you're new to the channel, thank you very much for the follows. We have got a lot of programming that's going on. You can set the schedule out. Actually, I can post the schedule. So there's the link for the schedule. We have got content every night almost, except for Sunday nights we're dark, and right now Friday nights, but that's getting ready to change. I do have a couple of games posted up on the server in Discord. I'm trying to fill out a couple of Alien RPG games. If anybody's interested, we will run one on this Friday for 3 or 4 sessions, but I'm also going to fill out another one that we don't know what night that is. We'll play. But it'll be based on who wants to join the game. It could be even maybe possibly during the day on a Saturday or Sunday. And these will not be streamed. The Friday night one would be. This other one will not be streamed. It'll be recorded and edited and thrown up on our YouTube for new YouTube content that we're putting together. We also have Loco that y'all know. Everybody that knows Loco, we've sucked him into the DM role. And he is going to be running a couple of the Tuesday night guys and a couple of new players. We still haven't filled that all out yet, so we may be looking for a couple of players there. That's going to be Rhyme of the Frostmaiden, but it will be only audio recorded. We're going to put that together as a podcast and figure that all out and have some fun putting that up on Spotify and attaching it to the website and going there. And then I also am pulling together let's see what else we got. I've got the into Search into the Unknown and Keep on the Borderlands. We're playing that up. That's going to be coming up here this fall with a few new players and a few current players, and that will be non-streamed but will be showcased on YouTube. Also exclusive content there. And then we're looking at another set of Lost Mines of Phandelver, or possibly either that one or Waterdeep Dragon Heist for new players. And I've got a couple already signed up for that, and we'll probably fill that out also. And that will also be on YouTube only, cut it, edited, and all that fun stuff and put there. Because we're making a big push to get stuff going up on the YouTube channel finally. It's about time. So with that being said, back to the task at hand that we're dealing with, or they're dealing with. And that is, we got a painting and you got a walkway crossover. What are we doing?
Well, I vote for burning the painting.
Oh, what's that? Sorrow? Go ahead.
I vote for burning the painting. But I think I'm alone on that.
I'm good with that.
Iser, what are you going to do? We'll deal with the painting first.
Okay.
I'm going to cast, let me see if I can do it without casting. I'm going to pull back with my great axe and close my eyes so I don't have to save again, hopefully, and whack it.
Wacky.
When you hit with your eyes closed, is that just like a roll at disadvantage? Like, how do you roll for
it would be like blind fighting.
Well, I mean, she doesn't. She can look at it. She saved on the throw, and so she's immune to it for the immediate future. That's usually how that works. That she can, she thwarted the possession. So she doesn't know how long that'll be, but at the moment she's
aware of that.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
I would be aware of that.
Yeah. See, señorita. Are you sure you want to hit it?
I don't want to hit it. I pull out my dagger and stab it inside the frame
Yes.
And start pulling it down.
Okay, you're cutting. Yeah, you're cutting. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you.
I'll hang on to it for you.
No.
Well, unfortunately, when you cut as you cut the picture out and all that, you feel the magic of the possessed it and all that was also part of the frame and all that, and the
Oh, really?
yeah evil
Carried it anyway.
evil. You basically destroyed the picture, which destroyed the evil possession of it.
Oh,
still
Now-
win.
So you still have so you still have a picture of this beautiful woman, but the eyes don't flash it. It doesn't. You don't feel evil anymore. You feel it dissipate. You've destroyed
That's cool.
destroyed the painting. Yeah.
Can I look at the painting?
art? Her.
Yeah. Well, it's if you wanna. You're on the other side of the hallway. Were you watching that?
I was peeking behind the corner.
You're peeking around. Yeah, well, yeah, you see her. Yeah, you see her cut it out. Yeah, and you know you can roll it up or you can cut it up. You know,
I'll
you're.
show it to Vix first.
Can I do like a religion check or anything to see if I like recognize the origin of the painting or anything like that? I am proficient, so.
Wait, here I'll. Oh.
At the well, there's no more magic to it. It's gone. It's just a painting.
Well, I'm talking about like the woman in the painting, if she had any kind of significance.
You can, yes, but it looks just like a woman with black hair. So yeah, you don't recognize her. Yeah, yeah. That roll would have been active had you been looking at it when it was before she damaged it. The religion, she made a religion check beforehand, but wasn't high, and so you just see a woman, and it's not that actually. Once you cut it, actually the painting kind of lost some of its luster. Looks kind of crappy.
Is she hot? Is the woman hot?
She is a beautiful woman with long, flowing, raven black hair, peering out from a cell in a dark, gloomy tower.
I roll it up.
I have
So
things to
expect
say that are really
material for later.
inappropriate, so I'm just not gonna.
Janet,
so-
That's
Yeah.
could
so
you
when Ice was all
Fran
alone
hold
in her
this for
bunk.
me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It looks,
sure,
yeah.
sure.
Look, yeah. Jana's mama.
She looks like my mom.
Janet?
No, I'm just long black hair.
No.
You were long black hair and all, you know, so yeah. Yeah. It's like an older Jana. Prettier.
That's right. That's right. Jana hears the narrator say that and is like picking stuff out of her teeth. Like, it's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Shit.
Cleaner.
Talking to me?
Yeah. One of the pictures bathed recently. Oh.
Yeah. What?
We're joking.
So you gave that
Anyway.
to me, Azra. What? Oh, you put it in the bag of holding. Sorry, I'm just trying.
I was
to have
asking
that.
if
Okay, I'll create something. I'll create a parchment or a map or something. I'll
I mean,
make
I can
something in a
even-
second.
Okay,
I'll-
that's fine. Yeah.
You can create it. Just right click, create an item, give it a weight of a couple of, maybe a pound. And if don't, I'll do it later. So you can put it in the bag of holding.
Okay, cool. I got it. Yep.
Yeah. Old woman
Sweet.
painting.
All right. Cool.
Okay. So we're taking care of the painting. Now we're back to the shelled out second floor room.
Yes, I want
Moss,
to.
Did you want to use your rope?
I do. Are there any traps
You made me a perception check.
in the tower or just in general?
Yep. Yeah.
Tower?
Mm-hmm. Okay. You don't detect any trap. What now? Blood for. So Josh, I don't know if you were around. So I got a critical fumble for. I got two of them. Oh. God Almighty. Yeah. What the hell is going on? So Josh, I started using that Siri bot, and I've told a few other people. Hold on. I got oh yeahs coming for a little bit. Thank you for the gift, whoever did that. I didn't see who it was.
that would be our very own Furied Fate.
Thank you, Fury. I see Alex from 20 Sides. Alex, I need to talk to you. So, no, you're going to Gamehole Con. Want to know if you want to run something out there online. So I'll PM you in Discord. But anyway, ban somebody. Another one of the hot. So Alex. So anybody that's streamers, I talked about it when we first started off. This Siri bot, and Josh, put the link up in chat if you want to. We activated it in chat, and it already banned one of the hate bots that jumped back on. Came on right when we started the stream, and so this guy is riding basically his bot to fight the hate bots, and it worked quite well. So Yeah, and so just you follow the instructions. He's got the instructions on the front page that's streaming live what to do, and the chat was just flowing today with people joining up. So it's working quite well. So I recommend it highly to try to dismiss all this crap that Twitch is dealing with, or maybe not dealing with. I don't know. Maybe they'll figure something out. But we definitely support the bot and getting rid of the hate raids and crap that are happening on Twitch. The perception check tells you that the west wall does not look safe to you. No, the west wall. The east wall appears to be sound.
The wall on our left is bad.
Yeah, so we're facing north. We're just saying we're facing north, and so the wall on your left looks bad. The wall on your right that basically, let me make sure I'm reading this right. So yeah, the check reveals that the west wall is unsafe. The beams appear wobbly, though they appear wobbly. The east side appears sound, and the cross area, the narrow beams, looks like they're okay also, but any of these crossings are going to require dexterity checks to get across, acrobatics, until you get across with the rope, and then the rest of the people going across will have advantage on that.
So, okay, they'd have advantage. Okay. All right.
All right, Wu-Tang live bot, huh? Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I guess I'm gonna tippy-toe across the beam while holding the rope to set up the ropes course type dealio. That's gonna be acrobatic or...
I need an acrobatics dexterity check. Yeah. Who's getting that? What the hell? I heard already advantage for Moss. I figured. Yeah, advantage. Yeah, Celtic. Yeah, yeah, advantage. Yeah.
Thank you.
It's like piling them up. Holy moly!
It's because we have the best chat.
Okay. So advantage, acrobatics, rolling in the tower.
No, you can roll it out front. I don't have a feeling that you're going to fail this. Yeah, I didn't think so.
Bam!
Yeah. Yeah. Your only dex is only a 3. Did you really? What in the hell?
My acrobatics, my regular
I
dex.
expect. I expected it to be higher. You went high on your charisma. That's what it was. And I was like, why? Okay. She wants to be charming. Okay.
Because I had a completely different character rolled up when we first started.
So the tokens are unlocked. So you basically, you bounce your way, you pirouette all the way across, and you basically see in front of you. Sorry. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, you basically see the hallway continues on to the east.
Can I peek around a tad and see any further, or no?
Yep, sure can. That'd be the end of your move.
My head like that far around.
That's fine. And you're going to see
and then go back.
Well, I was trying to. You see, continues on, and then looks like it went to the north again. Now you've got the rope, and you're going to hold on to it. What are you trying to do on your side with it?
So my plan was, does it like levitate basically, right?
Well, it can crawl and all, but it's still, it basically moves. It's got 60 feet of movement. And so you're halfway across, you're basically 30, 35, it looks like already. So it doesn't levitate. It basically can snake up a free chest for who? Fury Fate. Oh, okay. Josh or Jeff, y'all in chat, would you grant Fury? Make sure, Fury, your account is connected to Streamloots. We can grant you that chest.
I think so. Pretty sure it is.
They'll find out when Josh is doing it right now. Thank you, Josh.
Okay.
All right. So, but what do you want to do?
So the plan was to maybe have tied it at something about 4 feet off the floor.
You don't see anything. You just got wall.
Hand it. Oh. Can you hand it to the owl?
Okay, the owl can.
Owl's not gonna.
What's the owl gonna do?
Yeah, no, that's true.
Owl can hold on to it and look at you. And go, oh boy.
Yeah, I know. It's
Okay. I had a plan. You don't like my plan stuff. Okay.
I'm not.
Wait,
I'm
you
one.
don't
There's
have like any piton anything in your backpack that you can kind of stab into the wall and tie there, or I could send the wolf over. He's got a strength of 10. Maybe he can help hold the rope.
yeah, it'd be some strength checks then. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I had, let's see, I have.
Trying to see, does she have
Okay.
pitons?
Yeah, I got this. Of course
Oh
I
boy.
do. So can I stick the like
She's got pittons.
in the wall?
Yes.
And then tie
Yes,
it around it and then
you
that
can
is
hammer
exactly
it.
what I did. I tied
Yeah.
it around, stuck it in the wall, ran across. Everything is fine.
You would use 2 pitons, one on one end of the rope and one on the other
on the
end.
other.
Okay. Yeah. There you go. So you need to take 2 off of your inventory. You used them.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The rope has now been tied about 4 feet up, I'm assuming. And
Yeah, yeah.
the rest of you can cross over with advantage on the acrobatics checks. Who wants to go?
Hallway.
Okay, looks like Vix ran across first.
I
Vix.
mean, I would have to. I was in front of everyone.
Yeah. So make me an acrobatics check with advantage. Help me help you. That's right. Here across. Hey. Yep. Next.
I'm gonna scoot past.
That's
Moss.
fine. Yep.
Acrobatics. I'm coming. I'll go after Vix.
Go right ahead, Vix. Yeah, you can move down the hallway a little bit while you're checking stuff out, and I'll show you something in a second.
Keeping an eye out.
Yeah, so you're gonna see. That would be a failure.
Jana,
Yeah.
re-roll it. Re-roll it. Re-roll it.
Can I re-roll?
Yeah, the inspiration. Yeah, use the inspiration to re-roll. Most certainly. Yeah. Oh, please fail. Did I say that? I'm sorry. That is a success. You can shoot across.
She sloppily gets across.
If you would just give me the Pegasus boots, you know.
That's right.
doing that stuff.
Fury, Streamloots, it shows that you're not connected. So if you go to streamloots.com,
I'm doing it right now.
there you go. Thank you. You'll get your free chest. All right, Janice skirts across. Who's next? Izra or Sorrow?
Sorrow, you probably want to go ahead of me since you're lighter and I'm pretty heavy.
Roll advantage, please.
All right.
Your wolf can cross. I'm not worried about the wolf. It's light enough.
Oh, the wolf can fucking hover.
Yeah.
He's
Oh, that's
fine.
true. That's true. Whatever.
In fact, he
Okay.
can hover next to me and help me balance. I don't know. Oh, you said advantage.
It's with advantage. You got the rope. You could burn the rope though.
Ah,
That
no.
That would suck.
You can go across. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. He got
21,
it
I would
sent.
hope
He got
so.
it sent to you. All right. You got your chest. Okay. And Izra, you're last.
I need to not be in the hallway because I need to get my rope back.
You got this.
Why is lighting working? How the hell is lighting turned on? Disable that. Holy moly, I could turn that off. I just saw shadows when I was moving. That can move you across too. Yep, you're all good. Okay, and the owl just is flying
I'm
next.
going
Okay.
to pop my head back out here and unattach the rope.
You just have to give it a command. Yeah, you know, look
Oh.
at the command. You tell the command what to do, and so it's.
Oh.
You touch it and grab it, and you coil your rope back up. You just the pittons are used now, so they stay in the wall. Now, okay, so you crossed over.
I mean,
and
theoretically, couldn't I pull the one out of the wall right where I'm standing?
they get used. They're like torches. Once you
Oh,
use them, they get
okay.
used up. Okay. So let me. Okay, so in that little alcove, when you came right there, Vix, as you were watching and all that, there are 3 barrels stacked up on top of each other, sealed and dusty. The wooden stabs are stained a dark brown. And then you see inspiration. What's inspiration for Jana?
Oh, thanks.
Oh my Lord, they're just all over the place. Yep. All right. And then like I said, you see the hallway going over there to east, and then it turns. You see a stairwell going back down.
Can I investigate the?
Yes, you can. Most certainly you can. Roll in the tower for me. Oh, there, quite well. Yeah, you move up, and as soon as you move up to the barrel, you oh my gosh, it smells like rotted vinegar. You know, maybe it was wine. You can kind of see some kind of marks that look like they were some type of wine cask, but whatever's in there now is definitely soured. Uh-oh.
And
Oh, look who it is. It's Remedies showing back up with her clan. Good to see you. We haven't beat up Fury too much. She's mainly beat up me. She fit right in. Anyway, so what were we saying? That's the raid. Thank you for the raid. Hope you had a good session.
Is there anything else about the barrels that might seem a little
No,
suspicious?
they've been sitting there for a while. They're sealed up and dusty, but you can definitely tell that they were wine, at some point in time.
All right, I'm gonna move past that.
Move. Okay.
Kinda.
Yeah, you move and you turn the corner, and you see stairs going down. Let me a second here. Not that means anything. Go back over here. Pull up my
I'm
pen.
gonna kindly scooch ahead of everyone.
You can move back over
I'm
there.
not gonna,
Yeah.
like, run them
Yeah.
over or anything
It's
like
fine.
that.
So everybody,
Excuse
everybody,
me, pardon me, coming through.
Basically, I'm assuming you're moving down the hallway like this, and the owl's with Jana.
Yeah, she's on my shoulder.
And the wolf is crawling somewhere on there too, behind. I don't know where the wolf's at. You turn the stairs going down. You immediately you hear buzzing like flies, kind of buzzing in there. You can kind of hear that. And let me show you the room. What you can see into this room. Let me show the map, everybody. And in the back corner of the room, looks like to be a mound of gunk. Looks like rags, trash. Is crap, but you hear bzzz, and it smells like sweet honey wafting from that room. From your vantage point, where you see it as the stairs go down into it.
I don't like this. Don't like this at all.
Catch more flies
Well,
with honey
you're at
than
the
you
front
do
of the line.
vinegar.
You have to go down.
Somebody has. I mean,
And
what if?
How big are those barrels of whatever?
they're regular barrel,
can we,
regular barrel.
Can we flip them on their side and roll them down?
Yes,
Yeah,
you
can we
can.
roll them down?
Uh-huh.
Can I make a flaming arrow just in case, and then we could set it on fire once it's down there?
It's vinegar. It's vinegar. Doesn't like.
No, it's not flammable.
Nah, it. Well, if you mess with them and look at them as you went by, it's wine that's turned sour.
So it wouldn't be flammable anymore.
Before I roll it down the stairs, I'm gonna kind of take my dag out and just kind of not break it open, but make like a little hole in it, and then kind of leaks out.
Oh, you talking about? What's that? Oh, that's that new sound effect. Oh, what was that? I saw something. Rand. Okay, one second.
Done to you?
I don't know what Celtic's got y'all lined. He's got y'all lined up. Okay, one second. When you go over to mess and kind of poke at the barrel and all that, that would almost your knife goes into it like hot knife through butter. That moving the barrels probably will cause them to disintegrate and just spill the contents all over the floor.
So we can't move them?
You don't think so? They've been there quite a long time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
never mind then.
How about we just like roll something down the stairs and see if anything?
I'm gonna move. It's fine.
It would take kid gloves, but you just got to be very careful with them. These things are very delicate. They're old. That's all you know.
Okay.
So can be
I
done.
check
maybe.
for traps as I go down the stairs.
You can roll in perception check in the tower. Mm-hmm.
Would I want to use an inspiration on that?
You don't detect anything.
Do I want to use an inspiration on that, Duff?
You don't
Duff,
detect
do I
anything.
want to use an inspiration?
You don't detect anything.
I'm right behind you, and I'll do the same thing.
I was gonna say ask if I could, yeah.
I know nothing. All
I'm
right.
also gonna check for traps.
Okay, here, okay, go ahead. And you can roll that in the tower too. Let me show Vix what she sees now. She moves completely to the head of yeah. Yep, you don't detect anything either as you move. Okay, so, like I said, this room is bare. This room is bare except for the door. You see a closed door on the, that's right, I'm out. Except for the other side of the room, 5 feet from the door, up against where you see that black mass, kind of like goop right there, is a mound of tarry looking rags, and there are flies buzzing everywhere in the room, and you are overcome with this sweet honey sick smell. You know.
I'm gonna stick close to the edge of the room as I kind of navigate through, watching where I'm stepping, kind of being on the lookout for any traps that might be in the room.
Sure you are.
I'm gonna do the same, but I'm going to go past her and check out this door, watching my step, looking for traps.
Oh, I love y'all. I love you so very much. As y'all both move into the room,
of course,
the mound of green tarry looking rags, these pseudopods, shoot out at both of you. Actually, I'm going to hold on before y'all move. Even is Vix, odd is Moss. All right, Vix gets the first pop instead. All right. Whap! Slapped upside the face. You get some bludgeoning damage, which you take. Plus 1 point. Why did I grab that? It didn't do the acid damage. You get 1 point of acid damage as it stings you. So give yourself 1 more point of damage. And you feel this thing, and that tendril sticks to you. And
oh, wait a minute. How big is it?
It's medium-sized pound. Why? It's a big
wait,
pound.
Duff, you have a crit fumble.
I hate you. Give yourself
Suck it, nerd.
Damn.
All right, chat.
Like medium. What do you
We're gonna
mean,
have
like,
a talk. Okay.
Give me a size definition
bi-
on this guy.
It's as big as y'all. It's a medium-sized creature. Yeah. It's a big pile, and it came to life, and you now see it moving. It looks so. Yeah. So Vix, give yourself the hit back and all that damage. So the original artwork looked like this. So just so people, because we are sharing, you know, you've never seen anything like this before. The new artwork we found
is half her shirt missing.
Yeah, well, that's kind of how they did that back then.
Yeah, because that chainmail is really protecting that one.
You like that? Yeah.
I just want to clarify that I'm not just imagining things. I'm like, okay, she's
no, and it looks like it's copping a feel.
Yeah, it looks like this.
It's doing something.
got her
Is this where all the
video.
tentacle porn comes
Yeah, it's
from?
It's going right for her nipple.
It is. It's going for all the week.
This is some tentacle something.
It looked like a big pile of mound of tarry rags and all that, but then all of a sudden the things came to life, and that shot 15 feet. It basically went all the way across the room at you. Okay, I need everybody to roll me initiative while we're sitting here yapping.
I love a
Wait, terms of service. I know, Mech. You know, it's not a shambling mound core. It's something like that. It was one of their unique monsters that they created for the module. So we'll talk about it. It's actually called a sundew.
Tight leotard.
So it's called a sundew. Yeah, that was the original artwork. I didn't show it for long. Is it really? Yeah, she lost half her chainmail.
On Twitch.
It's the acid. Yeah, so. Well,
okay,
you know,
guys. I have the best plan ever. I have the best plan.
It involves salt.
It involves QB.
All right. Okay. Okay.
Are we gonna do like a battle royale between mobs?
I don't know what we're gonna do.
You see,
Oh my God,
'cause
please do.
if we
Oh,
can
that's
get
just-
it down to dying
Critical
and
hit for
then
Vix?
sick QB on it and see what happens. And let QB
Q-
finish it off.
Cubing can
Teach him how to
die.
fight.
You understand? QB can die.
I understand that, but if it's like at that dying level and has like a hit point left, then we can sick QB on it and he'll understand how to fight.
Do you want to risk your cube child for this?
He's got to learn to fight at some point.
You know what?
Okay,
Let's get through.
I don't care. It's not my child.
It's not yet.
City,
All right. Owl.
and then work on a training regimen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Work him
What
up
is-
to these things.
Owl's first. What do you want it to do?
Why he has his own initiative? Or should
Yes.
he be after me?
I don't know what is fine familiar. I thought it said it acts on its own. So,
Duff, I was following them. I should be down square.
well,
in the room.
you were starting to, but Vix got hit first. So that started the combat. So
Okay.
you'll have to move there in a second.
Could
The
I have
familiar.
at least gotten in front of Janice?
Oh, okay, fine. If I don't allow it, she'll yell at me. Okay. The familiar acts independently of you, so it has its
Oh,
own
good
initiative.
call.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's send the owl. Oh, I can just do that.
It's right. It's next to you. So yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so yeah. So send it. On like. On
It can
top
move
of
anywhere in the room. It's
Go-
got 60 feet. So
Go cause problems.
it's gonna go
cause
fly
problems,
right
Bob.
on. It's gonna go fly. Okay. So I don't want to.
Yeah.
I'm putting it off to the side right now. You let me know because if they swing at it, they hit it. Okay. The owl's trying to in there create disadvantage. It's pestering. Okay, Isra, now you can move. Now you see this, big mound tarry black mess come to life.
Okay. Got it.
Awesome. She moves toward it.
I'm happy I can help you, Duff. Awesome. Okay, sorry, I gotta take care of my auras before I can attack this thing. I will attack it with my. What kind of damage is a great axe?
I don't know.
Slashing. Let's try it. Oh, that hit. Cool.
Ooh, hooey.
Okay, and I will go for it again. Yes, 19. Thank you.
That didn't show up in chat. Huh, you gotta figure it out. Yep, you're damaged. All right.
Oh, it
Okay.
has a very green dot still after
That it
that
does.
damage. Okie
That,
dokie.
that's it
Smoky.
does these.
Okay, I hold my ground.
Okay, pass your turn.
I won't let me pass it.
Yeah, it did. Moss.
It did.
Okay.
It's unit. It's just cranky. So
Okay.
It's cranky.
it's
huh?
unity, crankiness. Anyway, Moss, what are you doing? You have a door
I'm
before you,
going
and this
to-
thing came to life.
Yeah, what's this deal with the door? What
The
is
shut door.
Is there a lock on it or a handle?
You have to. It has handle. All the doors, are wooden with metal reinforced doors that have latching mechanisms on them, and this one seems to be locked. Yes.
And it opens in or out?
It actually opens up into the room. Whoa.
Opens in. Okay.
Showing. Weird. Wonder if I have it turned off. Go ahead, Go ahead. Something's not showing up on chat. I gotta figure out why. The alerts.
I think it would be better for me to pick this. Try and open this door, basic. Okay. Yes. Try and get it so I can open it if we need to make a hasty getaway.
You're in combat, so to do that would be a disadvantage. To do a thieves tool, pick lock.
Because he's right there, huh?
Yeah, exactly. You're in combat. Yeah.
I'm gonna do it anyway.
Go right ahead.
Thieves tools, disadvantage. Let's give this a shot.
Click.
16?
Yep. Click.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
So it is unlocked. So Do we know if this creature is smart at all, or if it's just like a globby thing?
You haven't. You gonna talk to it?
Because that works so well with my cube. No, I'm just gonna unlock it and
Yeah.
like be like, "Yo, unlocked."
So far, everybody in the room has never seen anything like this before. So,
And then, can I get away from that at some kind of disadvantage?
what do you mean? You want to move? If you use your cunning
Yeah.
action, well, you haven't
Yeah.
moved, so you can use cunning action to disengage and then move if you want.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Okay,
I'm
you
gonna go over to this corner of the room.
Okay, moved across. Yep, you're good.
I am done.
Okay, Jana.
I'm going to move here first, and then I can cast.
You can see it.
Yeah, and I wanted to make sure. Whoops, that's not the. I just had this set up and I exited out of it. So concentration spell. Let me see. What's this? Oh wait, I do this wrong every time.
What is
Can I hex it?
critical hit for Jana? Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you so much.
Well, thank
You-
you.
yeah.
I'll do something. Let me do this instead. I'll just hit it with. Where's my? Sorry, I just like clicked out of all my stuff. I'll just hit it with Eldritch Blast, and then that can be my critical. How do I turn that on?
So it's automatic
she have
hit.
to-
No, you go over to the upper right hand corner. There's a plus minus symbol. Click on that, and then you'll see a critical button. And you turn that on, and then just roll your damage onto the creature. Have them targeted, or yeah, you got them targeted. You're
Does
good.
she have to move because
No.
Isara's in her path?
Mhm.
No.
She, not with crit. It's auto. I don't have to.
And then
You're not
as
affected by it.
my- Yeah, and then as my bonus, I'd also like to hex him, which I think I can just.
The hex.
Uh,
Yep. It's a bonus action, 90
Does
feet.
that go?
You grab the
Does that
hex
work
and
that-
you put it on
Put it
the
It
creature.
went on. Oh, I see. And then the concentration went on me. Right.
Actually, no. It is. Hold on. You do.
No, I
No,
think
you
you're
actually do. You put it on you. It does go on you.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
So then
it says
does
itself.
So then, how does the damage? How does
Well,
it know to take
you-
the damage from the
you-
creature?
It's gonna when your next attack, it'll actually roll the
that's
damage.
Right. That's right.
Okay?
Oh yeah, because you're supposed to do that first, but I want to make.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. And then that will be my turn.
Okay.
You should have two
Vic.
Eldritch Blast.
She didn't
Don't
do
you
the.
have Eldritch Blast?
It should
That's-
have been. Oh yeah.
So you.
Not,
Yeah, you need to. So the first one's crit. The second one, unless there's another crit, just roll its regular damage.
oh. For some reason, I always forget it doesn't automatically do that when you have one.
It does not. No, you have to roll them again. Yeah. Bam, bam. Slams into it.
Yeah. Eat it. All right, and that's my turn. I think I already passed my turn. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Vix.
Okie dokie. This is probably gonna be overkill. If anything. I'm gonna use my crit.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna give him a little boop on the what I would perceive his snoot be.
Yeah. Good luck finding that, but it's all over the place. The tendril that's waving in front of you that missed.
Oh
How
my
about that?
gosh.
What the F did you just do to my son, dude?
Inflicted wounds.
She just winked out.
You just killed it.
Beautiful.
Hold on. Hold on. You know what? 'Cause we're not done. We're not
Oh,
done.
God.
We're not done. Where is it?
Stuff is getting feisty.
I'm getting feisty. Well, where is it? Where are my blobs? Oh, come on. Where are my blobs? Because we can't get out of here without a blob. There we go. That'd be hilarious to do. But we'll do this. Okay. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a hot toddy by the toe. All right, so you kill the gray mount. All of a sudden, it just deflates. But then, oh, is it that big? Really? Oh, I love this. I love this. Dropping out of the ceiling, oozing out of the ceiling. I got to move Izra back because this is going to get you in trouble, Izra.
Crap.
I know. I love it. But it drops right on top of you and the owl, unfortunately. There you go. A big, all of a sudden this, what? Go ahead. What would you like to know? Uh-huh.
I just fought one of these last night. It was the same token.
Yeah, so the ceiling, all of a sudden, as you're killing it, all of a sudden the ceiling starts to turn black as this looks like tar oil is pouring out from the ceiling, but coalescing on the top, and then it just drops right down on top of the owl and Izra. And any creature that touches the pudding or hit with it will take acid. Oh, what do we just have? What's that as a follow? Thank you for the follow. The owl will probably die. That is awesome. But but hey, I'm sorry. Bloop. And then Izra also gets hit by the damage as this thing coalesces in front of all of y'all. All right.
Absorbed.
That's right. It did absorb. Uh-oh. Now what? Well, what's Corey doing? Free chest. Corey, Josh, would you handle that, please? Por favor. Vix, anything else you want to do?
Look at the blob in disgust and then pass my turn.
Okay. Thank you for the follow, Chili Pepper. Samurai Chili Pepper. That's pretty cool. I like that name. Sorrow, what are you doing?
God. I mean, I can't see what's going on. So
You have no idea yet what's going on.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on. So
here's some oh
she's gonna get
shits.
super close to Jana, kind of like lean into her, look around the corner, and look down these stairs.
Yep.
And,
you see this black mess dropping from the ceiling onto Izra.
Yeah, that
She's
doesn't
going,
look good.
ew.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen worse out in nature, but this is pretty gross. So, do I have anything that could help you guys? I could do that. I could totally do that. She is going to try to help you guys out just a tiny bit with some fairy fire.
Advantage or disadvantage? Who's it? Nice. Oh, Izra gets advantage. Okay. All right.
Hey,
okay.
Thanks.
Oh, what's a 24? It succeeded.
Oh, it succeeded. Does that mean it does absolutely nothing?
What?
All my spells are shit. I'm so sorry, guys. That
No.
I've just been like no good
Here
with any of my spells. I'm so sorry. Thank you. That's so perfect.
That felt bad.
I haven't played it in a while. Yes. Anything your doggy wants to do, or is he just going to sit back there and lick himself for a while? Okay.
He's gonna get closer so that way he can move in later.
Okay. All right. All righty. And pass the turn. My turn. Okay. Now, how many of these crit fails have I got, woman? Hey.
You have one crit fumble and one disadvantage left.
What the hell is that new? That sound gets me every time I forget they've changed it. What is that coming up here? Poor Sorrow. Well, this is Celtic's monster, so y'all can thank him for it. Oh, now what?
Thanks,
disadvantage for the DM. I don't need any more disadvantages. Stop it. Stop it.
So
Okay.
now you have 2 disadvantages and 1 crit fumble.
Well, I have to get rid of... Okay. God darn it. All right. So how many... This thing can only attack once. Is that right? Boring. Crap.
I don't
However,
know. I think that thing can attack twice. It's got 2 hands.
After
2
dealing damage.
paws.
I gotta remember all this stuff. It did, Isra, it did hit you, and your, where's your armor? What are you wearing?
Scale mail.
You will lose, a -1 to your armor class.
Biscuit.
Let me fix that for you. I will fix that for you right now, just so you know.
Stuff.
I'm here to help.
I appreciate you.
Boom. Yes. You see some of your armor, plopping away from that hit flow, but the pseudopod tries to strike out because apparently it can't hit the broadside of a barn at the moment and misses you. And that is my last crit fumble, right?
Maybe.
Yes.
Probably.
Okay.
And then two
Correct.
disadvantages.
Yeah, I still got disadvantages. Okay, Isra.
Question. The room that we're in, is there a ceiling?
Yes. The blob, the little cracks and crevices in it, it came out of the ceiling and dropped on top of you.
Good to know. I am going to cast
Uh-oh.
Moonbeam.
Oh, what? Arvon, oh my lord. It is good to see y'all. Thank you for the raid, sir. Hope all is well with your stream tonight. We have not visited over there to his channel in a while. Thank you for dropping over here to the Rejects. We hope that you are doing quite well, sir, as I know you recognize this class for tomorrow's game. I think we're going to get a win. He's a Steeler fan. So, thank y'all for coming over. The Arvanauts, right? Is that what that, I think I'll say? Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So, what are you doing, Isra?
Isra's like, she sees the freaking acid eating away at her armor, and she already didn't like that her armor was not as efficient as she thought it was. And she's like, "You motherfucker!" And she casts Moonbeam at this thing.
All right, so you drop the
fails.
It does. Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Now my
You got a 5-foot circle, I believe, that radiates down from the ceiling, a shaft of light, of moonbeam light. Yep. And where, which quadrant is it in? Right in front of you, or it's just a 5-foot radius? Which square is it going to be in? Doesn't matter.
I'll stick it in the upper northwest corner so that
Okay,
it's not
up in the
gonna
corner?
Get my party.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for dropping by. We hope that everybody's doing well over there and y'all had a good session tonight. We are in the middle of, this is the Slave Lords modules, the original 1E modules that we have converted and running in 5E. And we're 38 sessions in, and we just now got to the first temple. I like saying that. They're like, going, what the hell have they been doing? A lot. Okay. A lot. It wounded it.
That's 16 damage, and she's gonna stay there.
Uh-oh, I hear dingling, and I hear another follow. Arundel. I'm not saying that right, but thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Rejects. Moss. Crickets. Someone's having fun with the sounds.
Okay. So is the goo like spreading toward us?
No, it's rising up in a column. It looks like this if you haven't seen one of these before, but it is coalescing, trying to latch on to Isra at the moment.
We don't like each other.
I think he's cute.
Yes.
He's cute.
You would.
Jana's
Little
like,
button.
I think he's cute.
You fucking would.
Oh dear.
Okay. Moss, what are we
Okay.
doing?
So, since I'm right there, I can't shoot an arrow at him. I just have to stab him. Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to be, yeah, disadvantage. I really need to play it that way. You're 5 feet close to it. All right, what do we got there? I
Yeah.
see something else. For,
Okay.
what is? Inspiration for the DM. An advantage for what now? The hell?
Person on your side.
Advantage for Moss. She doesn't need it.
Sure she does.
Thank you. All right. So control click. I'm targeting
love our
him.
chat.
I
Yep.
am hitting him with my short sword.
Okay.
Is that a? Oh, that's
It's a hit. It's a hit.
All right.
Yeah.
And let's see. Hold on. I'm going to do this right before you have to tell me how to do it.
I would never tell you how to do something, Moss. You know better.
It has nothing to do with the fact that I do this wrong every time. Since Iser is next to me, I get
You
sneak
get-
attack.
Yes, you do.
Correct.
Yep.
And then I roll my damage, which is hopefully pretty good.
All right.
Bam!
Your damage, so you cut into it, and when you pull your blade back out, you begin to see acid eating at the blade, and it has now been damaged because
Well, I don't know how that works, but okay.
I know it. I'm taking care of that right now for you. So
Poopy.
yes, I know.
I kind of want to just throw QB at his face, but I don't want QB to get hurt.
Okay.
Kiwi's gonna get eaten.
Anything else,
Yeah,
Moss?
yeah.
You notice, you
No.
notice that the acid is eating at your blade and has damaged it
Okay.
somewhat. Okay.
All right, that's all. I can flee, run away, or no.
You have movement, so you still have your cunning action and your movement.
Cunning
So
action, yeah.
disengage. You disengage, and then you use cunning action to move. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Pass your turn, please. Or you're done with your movement.
I already. Yep.
You've now effectively blocked Jana though to get into the room.
Yeah, I was
So,
gonna
yeah.
ask. Should I go into the other corner or should I go there?
Well, you have to decide. This is your movement, so you decide which way you're going.
I went into the corner between
Okay,
the two ladies
there you go.
there.
Okay. All right.
Now Jana could go.
Jana, what do you want to do?
If I stay in this corner, can Sorrow get through the hall?
Yes.
'Cause I
As
kinda
long
want-
as there's not
okay.
two of you blocking the hallway, I'll
Okay,
allow the
cool.
movement
I'm
through.
gonna
Yes.
stay here, and I would like to use. So if it's a save, I can still hit the creature through Isra, right?
Yeah, you're also at a top. You're looking down, and so you've got a
Yeah,
little.
good call. Okay.
It's a big creature, so I'm not imposing any damage on a ranged attack. No.
And then I am going to use the advantage that chat gave me. Thank you, chat.
Okay.
And
There's not an advantage on a save throw.
oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay,
So,
can I? so
but you
he-
can use the inspiration if you want to try to re-roll that again. Still saved.
Jeez. Okay. That is. That's my turn.
Vix.
I'm uncomfortable with the situation we have placed ourselves into. I'm going to cast a Sacred Flame on it.
Okay.
I use an inspiration for that.
Oh yeah. Yep. Y'all got plenty of them. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Dang it.
Oh man, that's gonna get this again. Okay.
That's it from me.
Okay. Sorrow. Oh, that's awesome.
Do you
He's
not
so
have any
happy.
spells left, Vix?
Oh gosh. All right.
I can thank Celtic Boar for this one. This is awesome. All right. Sorrow's moving
okay, yeah.
up.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
gonna squeeze.
Yep. You're fine. You're fine. Yep.
I'm gonna try and cast Ray of Frost because I'm seeing like Constitution
Oh.
save is not a good deal. What?
Inspiration for Sorrow.
I'm full on inspiration.
There,
I am
full.
full on inspiration.
You can give it to who else needs one. You just pass it over.
Inspiration.
So Sorrow's full, and yeah, any of the other four can use it. Just let us which one of the other four, please.
Who's your favorite?
Who's your favorite? Pick one of us.
Hold on, we can all pitch and then roll for charisma.
Okay, it's gonna be Vix. If Vix needs,
Can
if
we do
Vix
that
has a
for real?
I don't. Y'all can figure it out. Yeah. So.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait,
I
we're
just
all
rolled
gonna
a
do a
one,
charisma
whoever's
roll
won.
and see who rolls the
No,
highest.
no, I was just kidding.
Yes.
I mean,
roll
we
for
should.
it.
It's for Sorrow. Sorrow, you can tell who it gets to. Just okay. Went to Vix. There you go. Done. Thank you.
Yeah, I rolled. It was number one.
We're
Vix,
getting it.
Unless
Okay.
Bag of Holding gets
All right.
inspiration.
I still want to roll the charismas just to see who would have got it.
Can we?
It's up to you.
I
This is
have
your
a hella
game.
charisma.
I'm just here to facilitate what the hell's going on. I've lost all control. So, hey,
Wait.
it looks like Moss has got it so far.
Hold on.
Nicely
Jana needs to
done.
roll too.
Oh, there's Jana.
Look at Jana.
The most anti-charisma person in the group is going to get the
Too
high
late, I already
charisma.
claimed it.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
no, it's fine. I don't need it.
Okay. Fuck. What was I saying? Okay. So I'm gonna attempt Ray of Frost on this guy.
Right.
Oh, it's a hit. Yeah.
But
Oh.
it resisted every bit of it.
This did. I don't like that.
The cold
That makes me
does
very
not affect
sad.
it. Let's set it on fire.
Oh my gosh. Celtic, what are you giving now? What is this now?
Lose them all. What does that mean? I don't like that.
For the
I don't like that
DM, what am
either.
I getting? What are you giving me? Oh my lord. I don't remember. I have to
biddies.
biddies. What did I get? I don't know. I don't even remember my own
It
bits.
just says ooze them all.
Ooze them all.
Yeah,
So
1,000 is usually like a
I don't
greater
like that.
restoration or a healing potion.
it's
But that's
yeah,
usually when it's for us.
it's for them, Celtic. I mean, I'll take yeah. So yeah, I appreciate. Just chalk up another greater healing. Oh yeah. Thanks.
Sorry, we're close to a hype train. There it goes.
There goes the hype train. Yay! Okay.
Okay. So Wildfire Spirit.
Yeah, he
'cause
moves up
can-
too.
He's small and he can hover.
Yes, he can move through everything. I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah.
Where do you want him to go?
Okay, so he's basically going to kind of hover into our square and then hover back. He just needs line of sight to do a fire damage or attack
Okay.
on the thingy.
Well, I can do this. Put him. Put him right here.
And do a damage thing. Yeah, you can put him next to me. That's
Yeah,
perfect.
what I'm doing.
Because
Yep.
he can hover above
That's
me.
fine. Yep. There's room. Yep.
Okay,
There is.
so yeah, he did that. That was it. Fire damage. Yay.
My turn. Now I've got disadvantage on my attacks. So gotta make sure to check that. Okay, now this is the bean. Okay. Okay, so yeah, now what? What the hell? Thanks for the gifts. Everybody's getting subs. Okay, so Iser's getting yeah. Come on, get a hit. Get a hit. Oh man, come on. Yeah.
Fingers almost went up. I'm gonna refrain.
Okay. I was mark that off for me, Vix. I used another disadvantage. All right, Isra, you're up.
Hold on, just for that list. There you go.
Yeah. Oh, there's our lovely Karma. Is a bitch. Watch this. Right in the head. Oh, you gotta love that. That's what you expect from your wingman. Okay. What are you gonna do, Isra?
Oh man. How does Moonbeam work?
So it just stays there. It's concentration on your part, and it did not move. So,
So it says when the creature enters the spell's area or starts
its turn there. Yeah. So
okay, so I could just roll damage again. Is that my action?
When a
to roll
creature
damage again?
engulfed in ghostly flame, you first make a Constitution save. It's got to make a con save, and then you give it damage based on the save.
Okay, and that's my
It's supposed to do it on its turn, so you're doing it's okay. So it makes a save, so they give it the damage, and it will have the damage.
half damage.
That's correct. Boom. Done.
Okay,
And now
do
you
I
still have
get
your
attack?
turn.
Used
Yeah,
to
you do.
that's Moonbeam is it's still a con unless you're trying to cast, but you can still do whatever you want to with it. Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
Beautiful. Okay. I don't want my great axe damage. What's a javelin made out of?
Wood.
Wood
and
and
a
a
tip,
metal
usually.
tip. Yep. Mm-hmm.
So you'll just damage the tip.
The metal part will
Just the
damage it.
tip.
Basically it's going okay. Basically on a javelin or one use weapon like that, it's basically used once you throw it. It's done. Just like arrows. They're used.
Okay.
Okay. Uh-oh.
That'll work.
Best use of a tip ever.
Yeah. Oh, that hurt. Another random. Oh, I'm not going to say anything. Sorry.
And I will pump a smite into that.
Okay, go right ahead. Yep.
I don't like it when you laugh like that, Duff.
I don't like it when Duff laughs. It's making me nervous.
Oh my.
Oh, look at all those.
I see
Look
one.
at all those ones.
That was a lot of ones.
That is awesome.
No, it's not.
Shut your. Are you cheering for yourself over there?
Yes, I am. You know what? So
I mean, you have to have somebody cheer for you.
that's
You have to have
right.
somebody
You
cheer for
should. Okay, that's right. Don't you want to feel bad for me? Okay.
Not really.
Hold on
Okay.
1 second.
Taken care of. I got that placed, Corey. May not happen tonight, but it's been placed. So okay.
Okay, Mas, you're up.
You're gonna love this one.
Oh gosh. Sit back, folks. Here
I'm
it comes.
fighting acid with acid. I've
Oh,
got
no.
a bag of QB poop that I was using to tip my arrows with. We have talked about this in the past. I'm gonna grab a handful of that stuff, and fling it at him. Acid
You're
versus
going to
acid.
fling. You're going to fling
QB
your
poop.
She. So people are going, what the hell's wrong? She has a gelatinous cube as a baby pet. Okay, and she's in a. Yeah, that's right. There he is. It's QB. Who's growing up? He's in the terrible 2 phase right now. And so apparently he has poop. Oh my lord! Now what? Oh my lord! Okay, one moment, Corey. I'll get it taken care of in a second. So that is basically like a dagger throw, I would say. You're going to try to throw it at him. Okay, so you can basically
Roll like a throwing dagger.
you're throwing daggers, but you can turn the ammo, just give it to itself back to you. Because when you throw the dagger, when you target it and throw it, it's actually going to check off like you used one of your daggers. If you look in your actions tab, you see at the top, you have 2 daggers. The second one is the throwing one. Okay.
Yes.
So throw a dagger at it. Okay. Like you've got poop on it. Okay. Gelatinous cube, acid poop. Okay. This is how
You've
crazy
never
we
had
do
that
things at the
attack
rejects.
before.
Yeah, folks. Welcome to the rejects. That's what we do here. Okay. Yeah, and it's sandwich. Oh, okay. Well, you got to target it. So drag the 18 onto the.
did. Oh.
No, you didn't.
I guess I didn't.
Grab the 8.
I
There you go.
control
That's a
clicked on
hit.
him. My
Now,
bad.
so I'll give you the 1.3. It's acid damage. So give it the 1 point. Hold
1d4
on.
plus 3?
Hold on. Yeah, hold on. Let me. Okay. Yeah. So you just hold on. Your poop hits it. It just kind of gobbles it up and then spits it out. You see it do no damage to the creature. That gets a. It is immune to acid damage.
You sucked off.
But I didn't make the. I just.
Is it actually immune to acid?
It is.
damage
It actually.
for real?
It's actually immune to acid damage. Yes.
So no cold.
Most
and no
creatures
acid.
most creatures that give out that type of damage are usually immune to that type of damage. So just so
It
you
was
know,
worth a shot.
it was a nice try though, Moss.
A for effort.
I got
was.
to fling QB poop.
You got the flu gelatinous
very
cube
entertaining.
poop. Okay.
Okay, yeah, that's I literally stand there and go wah wah wah.
Yeah, you did. I played it for you. Anything else, or you can pass your turn. There
No,
you
I'm
go.
done.
Jana's turn. What are you gonna do?
Oh, I'm gonna hit him with some
It's
stuff,
better than
or
salt.
at least attempt to.
True.
See if this works this time.
It failed. It's safe. Okay.
Sweet. Take my damage.
What did you give it?
88.
Did you really
Holy
just
shit.
blight the damn thing? You, I have
amazing.
curse words for you. You just,
All the curses.
Kirsten just got knocked
You
off.
lost
What
it.
happened? Oh no, come back.
Yeah, Fantasy Grounds froze for me. I'm popping
Okay.
back in.
That's fine. Okay, so all right, fine. You killed my You killed my black pudding.
Jana's
Okay.
just like,
So sad.
are we done?
It is sadness. Okay.
Nope, there's
It-
another
it-
one
Get for
coming.
killing Cloud.
Well,
okay?
yeah, there is something else somewhere, but you don't know where it's at yet. So, 'cause it's been paid for. I just gotta place it. I haven't placed it anywhere yet. So it'll happen.
Ever gonna
We
get out
don't
of this
have any
darn
spells
room?
by the time we get to the
don't know.
actual bad guys in this place.
Well, I mean, I'm good. I used Eldritch Blast first. Well, yeah,
All right.
I
we'll be
mean,
fine.
at the end of the day, we could just take a long rest in this little room. As long as
I
someone
think
watches.
it
Smells-
was kind of a timed mission.
the smell is
and I
bad.
feel like we shouldn't.
I'm just letting
Yeah,
you know
no,
that you
you're
have
correct.
you have killed the sundew. It's what it's called. You don't know that the tarry looking rag pile of goo, and the black pudding that oozed out of the ceiling. And there doesn't seem to be anything else happening in the room other than there's flies. It's horrible smell in this room. It's that sweet, sickly smell, you know. But what do we do?
Moss.
We should open the door.
We should open the
Yeah.
door.
We should open the
I
door.
will open the door toward myself. If someone would like to be. Actually, no, I'm going to listen to the door. I'm going to hold an ear up there, see if I can hear anything.
Perception check in the tower, please. Anybody else doing anything?
We are waiting for her results. Patiently.
Yeah. I mean, I'll move up.
What do we got?
You don't think you hear anything. You just hear the creak of the building. You can hear above you. Sounds like, you hear the shambling noises.
All right, I vote that I open the door toward me and somebody with a weapon stand somewhere that, if there's anything on
Jana?
the other side of it, they could attack.
Jana, make me a perception
Me?
check. Yep.
You need me to make
Are
a
you-
perception check?
No. Nope. I said you. Isra, you're going to go stand on top of the goo?
Oh no.
You can. It's just a pile
No.
of gunk.
Can it hurt her?
No.
Don't do that to me, Dad.
I'm just teasing. Because Isra moves over and she's kind of kicking at it midway, and something sparkles, Jana. Something sparkles underneath the creature. Something catches your eyes. Only
Is
you,
it
'cause
something that's a?
you
only
don't
I can
know.
see it?
Yeah, you only one that saw it right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Nobody else was looking.
Oh,
Mhm.
but if it's that
I'm
amulet of
gonna-
health that you've been needing.
Hold on, I'm rolling off screen. I'm not telling you guys I saw anything. Nothing to see here.
Okay. I'm just excited for you and trying to manifest
I'm just
something
gonna
good for you.
move.
Well, you're moving to the room. I need one from you too, Sorrow. Unfortunately,
Oh, okay.
make me a perception
What did
check.
you say? Perception?
Perception
My
check.
perception shit, so it's fine.
I don't know. It's okay.
I mean, I could use one of my million inspirations.
That actually. So Jana's moving across now. I'm assuming Jana was trying to do something there. Just moving through, and also at the same time as she's moving across it, you see Sorrow sees something also sparkle underneath that mound of tarry goo.
So Sorrow, like this, innocent child, will point and say "shiny," very audibly for everybody here to hear.
Okay,
Literally
she gave
pointing
it.
out to the shiny object and go
She
shiny.
gave it away, Jana. Sorry.
That's okay. I'm
Innocent
just
child.
gonna be like,
She's
I'm gonna
pointing.
I'm gonna tap her eyes and be like, scooch for a sec. Just scooch.
Yeah, eyes are standing on top of it.
I scooch.
Like, come on.
Hey, Scooch.
so
Okay,
Jenna's
yes.
gonna
Okay.
Carefully pick up whatever it is.
Yeah, so you kind of move some of the mound of this creature's body and all that. What's kind of what it's this tarry mess, and you see
Am I
there's
the
some
only one that wants
gems.
to touch it?
There's some gems. Well, it's stuck. So you see some gems stuck to the base of it, and it looks like there's a ring also all underneath there.
Okay. It's stuck.
Yeah, you kind of see that this creature has a sticky ability. It's
Can we cut through it?
yeah,
Can I just
yeah,
start
yeah.
hacking away at it? with a dagger?
Oh, what am I getting? Twitter. Corey, you want a Twitter shout out, Corey? All right, when I'm done, Corey, I'll send you a Twitter shout out, pal. Okay, let me make sure that this creature. Okay. Is there any? This doesn't have the same. Yeah. So, who's doing the cutting?
That's a good question, actually. I mean,
It's
I'll
gonna
do it.
jack up your blade.
No, actually it doesn't. But there is some acid. No, the black pudding. Now, yeah. So Isra knows that she's got some damaged armor, and Moss knows she's got a damaged sword. Jana, no, you're cutting. You take 4 points of acid damage. Okay. So you'll take the 10 hit points. Will take off as you're just basically touching. Yeah, you're basically having to grab it and the touch with the blade and all that. Yeah. And you pull out 3 gems, nice looking gems, and let me grab those and a ring. Come on, inventory. What the hell now? Hold on. It's bitch. That's right. That's right. Damn it, Unity. Let me get this. Some and 500 gold pieces.
Whoa,
nice.
Yeah, how about that?
That's a lot of shiny shit at there.
A lot of shiny shit. I forgot that the gold pieces there. I missed that when I was looking at the description. So yeah, bunch of gold pieces underneath there. We'll say they're in a little pouch that was kind of stuck to it. So 3 gems, fairly different. All 3 are different sizes. And this ring, it's a double gold ring, brushed gold, double circle. What the hell now?
Right.
And there's magical runes. You can see they're kind of because you're magical, you can tell that you don't know what it is, but there's something magical about it.
Okay.
Just so you know. Boom.
Wait, so the ring is magical?
Yes. Yes.
Well, I'll just grab that. I'm gonna grab the ring.
It's in there. The stuff's in the inventory, the party sheet.
Oh, perfect. And then I'm gonna completely. I don't even care that there's other stuff. I'll just start walking away. Like the girl, I wanted this, and start walking away. The girls want to grab the rest of the stuff. Can I identify this? Because you said
if you if you have the spell, if you have identify,
yeah, I've got the spell.
Yeah, then you can use it as a ritual. You have to spend 10 minutes though, so y'all have to decide what we're doing for 10 minutes here. She's trying to identify the ring.
I'll tell the group that's what I would like to do.
I think Moss said she was opening the door. So
we can
okay.
I'll just put it in the bag of holding then and wait.
So the 2 children are kind of bickering and whatnot over shiny things, right?
Yes.
And then Isra was gonna watch the door when I opened it. Yeah.
The door.
Isra also likes loot, and she's gonna scoop up those gems if Janet it's not gonna take them with the ring.
She kind of dumps them on the ground. It sounded like.
Yeah, I just picked him up and then and then threw him on the ground and walked away. Same with the gold.
And
shouldn't really.
We're just gonna split the gold 100 each. So
add the 100. Well, I'll parcel it out to everybody. The gems.
I already added it to mine, so.
Oh.
I already added it to mine.
Okay, so everybody give yourself 100. Everybody give yourself 100 gold. I got to deduct that because you've got a bunch of gold in the party sheet. I was gonna read it. Hold on. Now the gems, someone needs. Yeah, the warg teeth. Do we need? Is anybody holding on to those? We're gonna get rid of them. And 2 bottles of fine wine.
I mean, I'll take the wine.
Just take it out of the deal. Take the wine. There you go. And I'm gonna give you all the coins. Make sure everybody's got the coins now. So make sure you adjust your coin weight on your inventory tab to match the number of coins you're carrying. Moss opens up the door and sees a hallway going to the west, the door, and the hallway going north. There seems to be a little juncture 20 feet ahead that goes to the east, and then the hallway continues on to the north.
Are we waiting for Jana to identify the ring?
Yes, and Jana can
I'll
identify.
say we don't have to if you guys don't want to.
It's up to
I was
you.
gonna say, would that be
moving.
considered a short rest?
You can do a short rest. Yes, that would be considered a
let's do
short
that then,
rest. So let me do that. Short rest is given, and that will get their tip hit points will drop off though. So does it not after a rest? The temp hit points came from Jana, I thought. Who?
Oh no, that was an inspiration.
That was. They just
Yeah.
last 24 hours.
Oh, never mind then. I'll shut the hell up. Okay. All right. Inventory. 1 second. And Jana's got the. Where is your ring? Double gold
I just
ring.
put it on my person.
It is there. Now it is identified.
Oh. What?
My little
Wait,
wildfire spirit would have gone away.
Okay. We'll get rid of that while Jana's looking at this pretty ring now.
Okay. I just keep my ring. I just keep this on my finger. Very shiny, very nice. Okay,
Right.
I'm good. We can go.
What you got, Jana?
It's a shiny ring.
Would you get Jana?
She just holds it out like nothing.
We just spent 10 minutes.
She's
to
like
identify
grinning.
it.
She's like grinning.
What's it do, Jana?
I don't know yet. I gotta figure that out. She's just grinning.
Yeah, we spent 10 minutes for you to figure it out. You better tell us. I'll fucking cut that thing
Yeah.
off your finger.
It's
Oh my God.
Jana's kind of a little upset because she thought her and Vix were friends.
What's up, Gort?
but
Good to
also,
see you.
She has been threatened by like that in a loving way before, so.
She has.
So she's like grinning and she's like, "It's a ring of spell storing. It's got some spells. It's gonna be a good
Oh,
time."
that's very good for you.
You.
You need
She's
that.
all, like,
you don't really have many
excited.
spell slots.
That's true. And it has some spells in it already. 3 in
And
it.
then she just gets sad. And then she's a little sad about her 2 spell slots.
I give her a
Okay.
little pat on the
That's it.
head.
And
Grinning, yeah.
that is where we'll hold for the night.
Ooh.
Okay. Bingo. Almost midnight. Close enough. And we will continue in 2 weeks from tonight. So yes, we are off again, unfortunately. Next Saturday night as we help Lori with her games. Let me put those back in chat here.
Yes.
Where are they? Boom. Okay, so she's running 2 games for Gen Con. If you're interested, we run them here on the channel from time to time. The Critical Failures games. It's a lot of fun. Some drinking going on. It is not recorded or streamed. We will be hosting it through a Zoom call here. And
What
helping her-
happens at Lori's game
Yeah,
stays at Lori's
pretty
game.
much. So, but it's a lot of fun. Rules light, RP heavy, silliness extreme. That is next Saturday. So, but we still have lots of programming going on the channel, folks. Monday night we have got Storm King's Thunder with DM Esquire, also known as Seth Blansky. It is our other all-female cast. It starts here at 7 o'clock. Tuesday night we have got Storm King's Thunder, or no, Storm Lord's Wrath. Sorry, we got lots of Storm Lords. Storm people. That is with DM Sammy. That starts at 8 o'clock here on the channel. Wednesday night, Mech 45 is doing his Tales from Sanguine Isles. That is soon to be wrapping, Josh, maybe, to move some programming over on Friday night. He can say so in chat. Thursday night, we've got Tales of the Yawning Portal with King Bashman. Friday night is open as we're trying to change up the programming here. I have got, if you're interested in playing some Aliens RPG, I'm trying to find 5 new players to play the game. Friday night, 8 o'clock. It'll last 3 to 5 sessions. We'll be doing Destroy of Worlds. It is a lot of fun if you have not played Aliens. It is just like the movies, so you just be prepared. They have done, truly love the rule set that Free League has put together. We're trying to run that. We've got a couple other also games that are posted up in the Discord server, so make sure and drop by. We still have Josh. Have you got any open spots on your sub game that's coming up? Post that real quick. We've got a couple spots still open for that. If you're a sub to the channel, and he can get the details there. And then, like I said, normal Saturday nights are here, but we are off again one more week for Gen Con. And then we're in the clear for a while until we get into the holidays, and then we'll juggle around programming. So plenty going on. We do have a few other games that are ramping up. Got a couple spots open for them. Yeah. Oh, there you go. There's King. There's Jeffrey. Jeffrey has a convention coming up in January. So should post up that information in chat. And him and his partner, Mr. Price, putting some stuff together in Cincinnati. So that's happening.
I believe there's a Kickstarter for that.
It got funded. It's still going on. That's right. It's still going on. That's right. Post the link up in the Kickstarter, Jeff. People can go over check that out if anybody's in the area and wants to attend that convention. Yeah, and then like I said, we got Gamehole coming up in October. And so I've got programming all spun up for that as we are running the convention, the virtual side. Matt, Casey Everhart, and I run the conventions, the virtual channel for Gamehole Con. And that's our last convention for the year until we spin around, like I said, Jeff stuff. And then we have got Gary Con and getting all planned for that. We'll be running everything live out there or virtual, but streaming everything from Gary Con and running that, doing interviews, running games, doing complete mayhem as Luke has turned over the programming to Matt and I. And he's probably already regretting it. He has to deal with me. I call him the Grand Poobah every time we get into a call. So I'm sure I'll pay for it when we're at Gary Con. But we're having a lot of fun. Luke has definitely embraced the virtual aspects of the convention, and we have a lot of fun with that. So running all his content. I think that's it, ladies. Anything else we got to talk about? Gen Con next weekend. Check out all these ladies here. That you're streaming, or Jana's like surpassed us in followers.
What?
Oh,
that's so awesome.
It is. Watch Jana Square Malix. Go over there, harass her, please, and her minions. As she does her pirating. There's her link. Here's everybody's links. Post them up in chat. There we go. This is the players and what they do. Please harass and support them. And I'm trying to think, was there anything else to talk about? I think that's enough of me flapping my lips. We had fun last weekend at ReaperCon with Nightheart Gaming. Really enjoyed working with them and running that con and meeting all the Reaper people and getting, I've probably got somewhere in the name of 50 or 60 miniatures models now that I got to do something with. So we're going to start painting those. That's it. I won't talk anymore. Let's see which we're going to run the gunship. Let's run the gunship one. You know, we like the gunship one. And so, folks, that's it. Like I said, be back here. We're off tomorrow night. Be back here Monday night. Come harass the other ladies in their group. And with that being said, we're out here. Take care. See ya.